Hey, yo.
What's going on, motherfuckers?
Welcome to Inappropriate Bar Talk. My name's Chris.
And I'm fucking Tony.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We're live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Hawaiian time. That's 11 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, Chris got his speakers going.
I thought I turned that shit off. Oh, is it on another? Boo.
Boo, Chris.
What is this on?
Boo, Chris.
Is it my computer? It's coming from over there.
Is it Monica's?
Phone.
Is it Monica's phone? Okay.
Can you hear it in the mic?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to have to handle that. Well, we're here, everybody. Thanks for joining us. My headphones are about to explode as well. My stuff is, yeah. My headphones are about to die.
Don't let them die.
Anyway.
Welcome to the show, guys.
What do we got going on tonight,
we got a
Chris?
fun-filled week ahead of us. We have a lot of topics to talk about this week. There's been a lot going on.
A lot of crazy shit, man.
We're going to talk about a ski lift failure in Georgia. We got some video for that. Pretty awesome.
I mean, I don't know about awesome, but it's interesting
awesome,
to watch.
Sorry. Yeah, but it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
We're also going to be talking about how Airbnb may be affecting Hawaii and,
Yes.
and the rental
It's interesting. I watched part of that.
market. Yeah.
We'll watch it later, though.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Putin's been voted as president once again. Surprise, surprise. Let's see.
That guy knows what he's doing, I think.
he's got the perfect camping every time. It seems
he's
like.
running that shit like a champ. Thank you, ma'am.
A woman gets hit by an Uber vehicle, a self-driving Uber vehicle.
Dude, I'm telling you,
With
with that and the ski lift thing, Skynet, bro. The machines are rising up.
The machines
are rising the fuck up, dude.
We're going to go over the bombings in Austin this week. And then we got a couple other stories we can kind of sprinkle in there if we feel like it. So.
Oh, your wifey wants the headphones down, sir.
Oh, what?
Can you turn her headphones down?
Oh, turn her headphone down.
She's got too much snare in her headphones. She's got too much snare. Okay, and tonight we are also tasting the Rogue Morimoto Imperial Pilsner, I believe.
Imperial Pilsner.
Yeah.
Your volume was on, Mo. Sorry, I had to turn it off there for a second because we were wondering where the
free
sound was
speech
coming
Pepe's here. What's up, Pepe? Ling Ling might pop in later, so hang around.
He wants to see Ling Ling. Well, you can go to her channel, her Facebook page, if you want to check her out.
Don't. She doesn't want Pepe to know.
Oh.
Did I spell Morimoto right?
Looks right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna be reviewing the Rogue Morimoto Imperial Pilsner tonight. I haven't had this beer personally, but it comes in a very fancy bottle and it looks good. So looking forward to trying that out. And again, we want to thank all you guys for helping us hit our goal of $400 for the anniversary show, which we have decided recently. Finally, we have a date for that.
We have a date.
So
it's a date, baby. It's a date.
It's going to be April 14th, which is a Saturday. And I believe it's going to be around 2 p.m. Hawaiian time.
Is that what time we're going to start?
2 or 3 p.m. Hawaiian time.
Till what time?
We'll clarify the time. And I think we're going to go I think we're doing 8 hours. It's a Saturday night. So, maybe we could do it a little later if that's better. But we'll let you guys know the time. But it's going to be on the 14th.
Yes.
8 hours stream.
Don't do anything Saturday. Clear your schedules. It's
schedules.
going down.
Sumo suits, bands, games, probably a cannonball challenge in the pool, something like that. I don't know.
Drinking games. What's up, Morris? Thanks for tuning in, bud.
And we want to get interactive with you guys as well.
Yes, we want you guys to hang out with us.
Tell your friends. Tell them to hit that follow button or that subscribe button. And
we are trying now to get to 100 Twitch followers. So
yeah, we're at 60.
Get us there.
So we figure that's a good goal. We got 100 on YouTube. So
let's
try to go for 100
we got
on
a custom
Twitch.
URL now, bro. YouTube.com/inappropriate bar talk. I feel like a real podcaster now.
Yeah, so now you can view us on YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube.com/inappropriate bar talk.
Yes. Tell your friends. Write it on a wall somewhere. Preferably not the men's bathroom above the glory hole. But
Don't
you know what I'm
vandalize
saying.
Your school.
Yeah. No, maybe a little bit.
If you're in college.
Don't flood it. Nothing major.
Don't be like the wet bandits. Okay?
Don't be the wet. Just maybe the sticky bandits if you're in college. If you know what I'm saying. I think I need. I'm parched. I am parched.
Oh, beer, sir?
Yeah, you know, I'll do one of them Newcastles if that's possible.
Okay. Mo, I'll take one of the Gordon.
We do have Mo here, Chris's wife, joining
Monica
us
is here in the house tonight.
in the studio, helping us out. Thank you so much. She was a lifesaver. She found me batteries because my headphone was going click, click, click.
Best bartender in the game, son.
Oh, there was another one over there. See, I knew that I had one around here somewhere.
Hashtag free count Dankula. Yes, and we will be talking about that too. I do have that on the docket, so that's referring back to the Nazi pug.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay.
Yes, I do have that on the docket to talk about too. And
Don't get cocky.
man, I don't know if freedom of speech is a real thing in the UK anymore after hearing this story, man.
Thank you, ma'am. So, open my beer, Obama. That's all you're good for. I'm gonna say that every time I use that fucking thing.
So we did. Don't get cocky, he says. No, we're getting cocky. We think we can hit 100 on Twitch.
Yeah,
if we don't,
we're doing it.
We may have to go YouTube exclusive. Who knows? And
then we're gonna get paid.
We're
getting paid by somebody at some point.
We're gonna have to make a decision because if we do partner with them for some, not yet. We're not gonna do it for a while, but when we do, we may only be exclusive on one platform when we're live. So
we have. So we got to choose. We can either be affiliate of Twitch, or we can be on everything. I guess YouTube doesn't really care, right?
I don't know if it's a big deal on YouTube, but we can't do it on Twitch and YouTube at the same time anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, but we're not.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
We still need to get more followers, and
we're not
going to be making any money anyway if we did it. So
yeah.
So
what's the fucking point?
We're gonna multi-stream for now. Don't worry about that.
Multi-streaming for all the peoples around the world. Cheers, Chris. Let's cheers to this show and get it started, baby.
Cheers.
Woo! Mo, could you do me one more favor? Maybe just slightly turn the camera towards me. I'm a little cut off here.
And then
right there is perfect. Oh, a little bit back, a little bit, just like
a little bit the other way.
Right there, perfect. That works.
But yeah, that whole I wasn't even aware that we couldn't multi-stream on both if we're partnered or.
Oh, and I read they did ban Snoop Dogg from Twitch for smoking weed on here. So I guess that's another thing. YouTube don't care about weed apparently.
Nah, YouTube's cool with that stuff.
That might be the deal breaker.
I think Twitch is gonna want to compete though with YouTube, so they might get more.
I don't know, man. They banned Snoop. Who banned Snoop?
You don't ban Snoop.
You don't ban Snoop for smoking weed. What's wrong with you?
It might have been pre-Amazon buyout though that happened.
Oh really?
So now
Amazon bought out Twitch.
Yeah, Amazon owns Twitch.
Oh shit.
So
you guys might notice we got a couple new buddies on the table. We got our Demogorgon over there from. What is that? Stranger Things. And then I was just, venturing around looking for a present for my godson for his first birthday. So I stopped in the Toys R Us. That place is a madhouse because it's going out of business.
R.I.P. Toys R Us.
I know, man. That's like, dude, I remember KB Toys. They don't exist. You remember Toys R Us? They're about to not to exist now. I said, you know what? What's a staple toy that's just going to remind us of our childhood? So I went and got us a Mr. fucking Potato Head, dude. How clutch is that? The people love Mr. Potato Head. Yeah, they do.
Classic. I don't know if this is like way more revamped version than we used to have.
Yeah, it's definitely more a revamped version than what we had as kids.
Back in the day.
Definitely cool still.
Still got the same look, so I'll give them that.
We got potato heads.
It only came with two things in the.
You know what we should do is take the pineapple that Kevin got us and make a Mr. Pineapple Head. That'd be fucking cool.
Can we do that?
It looks like they'd work, but I don't.
Well,
we'll get to that later.
But the green part disappears, so it's kind of.
Well, we put a hat on them. Anyway. Snoop is a degenerate anyway. Fucking Pepe. Gotta like that guy. He speaks from the heart.
Which one of these profiles are yours? I'm not even sure.
I think Dave Chappelle had a line about it. I've never gave you shit. Anyway, we got a beer tasting today. We got some topics to cover.
Yeah.
We got our thick boy show right here.
Yeah. Lots of content. Lots of things to talk
Oh,
about.
yeah. It's fat with content.
Yeah.
Again, we got our show for our 1-year anniversary coming up. We're going to do it on the 14th of April. It's going to be an extravaganza, people. Be ready. Be there. It'll be fun.
Pure insanity.
Pure insanity.
Drunkenness, fun.
Strippers.
Maybe.
Nah. Maybe. We'll see.
Better not bring your kids.
Yeah. Don't. Another Dave Chappelle quote. Don't bring your kids to this show. Okay. Since we got some beers already, you want to maybe jump into a topic? You want to get into one of these topics?
Yeah. Do you?
Since we got so many.
Do you want to? Okay, I know Morris since he hashtag free count Dankula.
Okay, let's jump into that then.
Okay, so if you don't know who this guy is, he's kind of like he's a YouTuber.
What's up, Queen? How you doing, girl?
He likes to make controversial videos. A lot of them are just kind of stupid.
Okay.
But he's just like a stoner guy who kind of likes to make videos.
Okay.
Has this adorable pug, and his girlfriend thought the pug was adorable, so he decided. You can look into who he is if you want.
I think I remember this.
He made a video of basically his dog doing Nazi salutes.
Yeah, I remember this. Okay.
And watching Nazi propaganda and things like that.
Okay.
So he made this video, and he got arrested for hate speech.
He got arrested?
So,
like
I don't actually
put in jail for making a video?
I believe he did get arrested, yes. And then he got released, and then he just went to trial. And it was a kind of a drawn-out trial. It got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And then he finally went to trial. The judge says, you're guilty of hate speech.
And so he's going to fucking prison?
For this video.
How long is he going to prison?
So they didn't determine his sentence yet. At least I don't think so.
That shit's bananas.
What's up, Queen? And I don't know, maybe Morris can clarify a little bit more. I don't know if he got sentenced yet. But as of the other day when I was listening to the story, he hadn't been. But he was found guilty. And I don't know how harsh they're going to be on him, but
that shit's fucking crazy.
It's a video about a pug.
About a pug. Like, I mean, it's a pug. I mean, I understand the content.
But it's a pug supporting Hitler.
Yeah, but so then
Shouldn't
they should put the pug to sleep.
The pug should be in jail.
The pug should be put to death. Put that motherfucker in the pound. Not all dogs go to heaven, you Nazi son of a bitch. No, I mean, fuck, he did nothing wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, his content was probably a little controversial.
Yeah.
But nothing to go to fucking prison for. That shit's crazy.
And yeah, this is so it's a law in the UK. It's a form of hate speech that when you say things to people. Obviously, we have hate speech here in America, but there's a line you draw.
We have hate speech on this fucking show.
Yeah.
I hate
there's
stupid
a line
people.
You draw like with like abusive hate speech, and then just like not so much hate speech, but your opinion.
Right.
And it wasn't really his opinion, but it was satire. It was just making fun of stuff.
He was being ironic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was being sarcastic.
Yeah, because the girlfriend apparently was like, "Oh, the dog's so cute and adorable and blah blah blah." So he wanted to piss her off by making the dog look like a Nazi.
Yeah, how cute is it now?
Yeah.
He's probably just mad because she's probably playing with the dog more than giving him sex.
Okay, so Free Speech Pepe says his sentencing is postponed about a month right now. It was supposed to be yesterday.
Oh, that's crazy, dude.
So I
better watch out, Pepe. They're coming for you next with your crazy hate speech.
It was in the UK, so they must be extra uber strict on their hate speech. Uber strict.
I mean, that's crazy. You got fucking. What are you in for, bro? Murder. What are you in for? Bank robbery. What are you in for? I made a pug video.
This shit's nonsense, man. Like,
yeah, motherfucker's gonna get raped in prison just because he made a pug video.
It's nonsense. And the judge who oversaw that case, like, I don't think he's gonna put him in jail. Like,
I would hope not.
It sounded
That's pretty extreme.
I mean, he could get sentenced. The prosecution was trying to get him up to 5 years in jail.
Jesus.
And
that's
supposedly
ridiculous.
The normal sentence for hate speech is 2 years. It's like the normal sentence.
He wasn't.
But I
chat's
can't
working,
imagine.
Morris. Chat's working.
We'll start this
pug video.
Chat not working.
No,
well, we
working.
see you.
Yeah, we see you.
I see you.
We see you, Morris.
But come on, for this guy to do any jail time, maybe he's gonna do community service. I think. But I don't know. I don't see how you could send someone to jail for that. But it's the UK, so.
It is the UK.
You guys are crazy. The English people are crazy over there, Morris.
Please don't sexually assault me. I'm already too sad. Hey, fellas, my heart's already been raped.
That's what he's going to be saying about his pug.
Well, good luck. And
I don't know what to say to that, dude. I mean, like, get the fuck out of there.
Free count, hashtag free count Dankula.
Yeah. Free count Dankula, guys. I'm with you on that one. He shouldn't be in prison for that.
Yeah. It's freedom of speech, bro.
Yeah.
And
I mean, people say a lot crazier shit and make crazier videos than that.
Seriously.
You know what I mean?
In America, there would be a ton of people who'd be jailed up.
Was the judge a Jew?
I don't know.
That's what they should have checked.
They still wear one of those old white wigs.
No
when
shit.
They oversee trials and shit. Yeah.
Oh, he's Christian.
I wasn't aware of that.
He's a Protestant.
That whole yeah. I saw his picture and I'm like, oh, straight back to like the.
No shit, dude. That's crazy. That's fucking cray.
To the pilgrims, man.
Pilgrims,
the old school
man.
courts.
Pilgrims, man.
All right. In other news, the Austin bombing suspect has killed himself.
Thank God, dude.
Dude, this guy was going crazy.
He was only he's young, like 22, 23, right?
I think he was 24. I believe he was 24 years old. But he was.
So he blew himself up on he got in his minivan or some shit, right? They found where his motel was.
Yeah, he was driving.
And he ran.
Yeah.
And then he blew as SWAT was approaching his minivan when he pulled over.
23.
He pulled over on the side of the freeway, and SWAT started to approach him, and he detonated a bomb and killed himself and injured one SWAT member, right?
Right. So they found him leaving a hotel. They followed him until they made a move to stop him from getting on the interstate, and Condit ended up in a ditch. Then he killed himself with an explosive device in the car.
Yeah.
And he injured a SWAT officer.
How many people did he injure or kill?
He killed, I believe he killed 2 people, and he injured like 5. He did the first one. The first couple ones, there was a box left on the porch or in the yard, and people brought
they
the boxes
pulled it
into
and
their
they
house,
opened
not
it.
knowing what it was, and they opened it and it exploded.
Then there was some set in the park with a tripwire, right?
Yeah, there was another one with a tripwire.
Fucking crazy, dude. From what I was watching on the news, they're like, okay, so the ones he sent to people he was targeting, and then which doesn't match the motive is that he just set a random one in the park with a tripwire to hurt any random person that came by.
Right.
So like they say most of the time these guys have like a clear motive and they follow this motive.
Like
so if they're targeting racial,
yeah.
So if he's targeting racial targets, then he's gonna obviously keep targeting them. But then putting something in the park where any random person can trip on it, this guy was just a fucking. Well, we know he's evil, but this guy's just fucking out of his mind. He's a lunatic. And I'm glad he blew his fucking head off, dude. Fuck that guy.
And
I'm glad he didn't hurt more people. Good job for the police. Finding him
tracking him down
as fast as they did. Because remember the Unabomber, dude? How many people did that guy blow up, dude?
Well, they said
dozen.
Yeah, crazy, dude. They said the biggest mistake he made was he went into a FedEx and tried to get a package delivered to a house through FedEx.
Right.
So they had video surveillance tape of him.
I saw it.
Because the package blew up on the line. So there was a logistics line,
right.
Move the packages to where you're going to load up. And one of them exploded.
In the FedEx?
In the FedEx facility. So luckily that didn't kill anybody. It did. One lady had minor injuries from it. But
it's not the only reason tracking your package isn't the only reason they put those tracking numbers on those packages, guys. So.
Yeah, apparently he had 2 packages. So then
and it's suspicious because the guy comes in delivering them and he's wearing gloves.
Yeah.
He's wearing fucking gloves.
Yeah.
Someone comes to deliver a package to me. Yo, man, take your gloves off and touch that shit. I want your fingerprints on that shit. That's what I'd tell him.
And I'm sure he looked super suspicious. And then they had him all over the camera, and then they were able to track it back to him. And then they triangulated his phone, and that's how they found him.
Dude, good job, man. Props to you guys, Austin Police. You guys did a good job.
It's scary, dude. It's scary, the fact that bombs are just going to randomly go off anywhere. You don't know where or why or what this guy's plan was.
There's crazy motherfuckers in this world, man.
Crazy, dude. It's like the anthrax, dude, man.
Yeah. All right, Morris. Have a safe drive home, buddy. All right, man.
But, yeah,
I'm
props
glad.
to Austin Police and the San Antonio Police for finding this fucking crazy dude. And
Pepe says, what did we learn from this, guys? Have all your packages sent to your neighbor's house.
I just like my neighbors to pick up my packages for me.
Dude, you just get it. You know what you need is just like one of those paint shakers that they have in Home Depot. And whenever you get a package, just throw it in there first and turn it on real quick. You know, yeah, like, oh, it's good. It didn't blow up. Okay. All right.
So, good riddance.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. Fucking, I'm glad you blew up. You're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole. Who does this?
I mean,
did they find any motive or any suicide note or anything yet?
He made a point. They did find a confession tape.
Okay.
And he did talk about how he made the bombs and how he gathered the stuff and made the bombs.
But no reason as why.
But they haven't released the reason why yet. Maybe they have it, but they haven't said anything about it. And then basically they don't have a motive still yet. He just talks about what he did and how he made the bombs is mostly what they were saying. But they also said he wasn't associated with any terrorist group or anything like that either. So
that they know of yet.
Yeah, well, according to the tape anyway.
What was it? What race? I mean, not to make it racial, but what?
He was a white guy.
He was a white guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Queen says, "LOL. I waited for a package today at the end of my long driveway." Well, at least it's away from your house and your kids.
Well, it's one thing if you're expecting a package. Maybe if you're not expecting one, then maybe
when you get just random packages, don't just be like, "Ooh, a present." You know what I mean? Fucking pop that bitch open.
I mean, I probably would too, but just because.
But Queen, you will be hopefully.
I mean, when you're living in a house with more than one person, who knows what ordered what?
True.
You know, and you just bring the package in thinking, "Oh, this is maybe my mom ordered this, or maybe my wife ordered it, or whatever." You know.
But Queen, be expecting a package from us because I don't know if you watched last week. We unboxed the DHC Daily High Club subscription box, and remember I told you if it was the February one, if it had a heart on it, I said I'd send it to you, and it did have a heart on it, and it's has a dual bowl that you can smoke 2 bowls at once kind of deal. It's a nice little piece.
And it has 6 carbs, right?
Yeah, I might have to try it before I send it to her.
It's a cool looking piece, man. Like, you're gonna enjoy it, Queen. So congratulations. And
yeah, it's a cool piece. We'll send that out to you. Oh, and I called Daily High, I messaged Daily High Club. They got back to me. I can get my boxes earlier, so I said, hey, I had to just move up my renewal date to the. I said, just put me on the 1st so I get it as soon as possible. So we'll be getting them on time now instead of the end of the month.
That's awesome.
And then I did also mention we do a podcast, so they said put something together, send it to them, what we do, and then maybe we can work out some kind of sponsorship or affiliate program where people can buy through like a sponsored
link
URL from us or something.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So
I'm down for that.
Queen says I can try it if I want. Okay, thanks, Queen.
You're gonna love it, Queen. It's probably one of the cooler pieces.
It is one of the cooler pieces that I've got. That perk is nice, dude.
Yeah.
That thing it looks like it's gonna hit like a champ.
And then we also had who else won last
in fact,
week?
wait. I got it right here.
Oh, you got it here?
Yeah. I didn't take it home yet. So we got that right here. This is what Queen won. Nice little beaker style bong, and then there's the double bowls in here, and pops right in there.
I forgot who was the other guy
who
who was
Queen?
watching last week.
Flipside or something?
Yeah, Flipside. I don't know if you're watching right now, but if you are, we'll be sending your box out. We're gonna put something together tonight or tomorrow, and we'll send it out by the end of the week.
Yeah, for sure. And then he sent us his address, right?
Yeah,
okay.
We have his info.
Perfect.
That'll be going out.
And we're gonna come to your house. We're gonna come to your house and hang out with you.
We got a K-Bong T-shirt for him, I believe.
Yeah, K-Bong T-shirt and an autographed CD right here for him.
Yeah.
So hope he likes reggae,
we'll send you a couple little extra goodies.
Yeah, we got a little something around here.
So congratulations, and remember, guys, if you tune in, if you follow or subscribe, and just leave us some comments or something.
Yeah,
and then
just chime in, say hello. We're friendly guys.
Well, you're gonna have to if you want to be part of the trivia, the giveaways we do most of the time. So. Subscribe and follow, and you can win some cool stuff.
Cool shit, man. We got cool shit. Okay. I think it's time for one of our favorite segments. Ooh. It's time for Inappropriate Bar Talks. Beer tasting.
What?
I'm drowning in beer.
It's the yeast, baby.
It's the yeast, baby. All right. Okay. Tonight we are tasting Rogue Morimoto's Imperial Pilsner. I was walking through there and I just never seen this bottle before, so I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. So we got this guy going. Oh, it's got a little see-through.
Look how cool that.
Yeah,
thing
it's a
is,
cool.
dude.
It's like an old school Japanese bottle.
Yeah, like you put the sake in.
Yeah, and then it's got like a little like rubber cork top. It's like porcelain, I think, or ceramic.
Ceramic.
Yeah.
So cool. It's a reusable bottle. Obviously, it's got the flip top.
Yeah.
The cool little
Fancy little flip top. We got a little moth in here flying around. Don't be eating my green screen, you son of a bitch.
So this is the Morimoto Imperial Pilsner by Rogue.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited to see this. Careful there. It's tricky to open, apparently.
Other way. Bottom, yeah, bottom up.
That guy could never do his job right.
God.
There we go.
Woo!
There we go. All right. So a little lighter beer than we're normally, because pilsners are what makes a pilsner, Chris? Educate the people.
Pilsners are usually a lagered beer. So lager beers are fermented at colder temperatures, and they're also bottom fermented.
Is that why they have more of like that crisp taste?
Yes.
Versus like a, I don't know.
You do what's called a 3-stage fermentation, which means
Look at
start.
That looks nice.
You generally start the fermentation around.
I like how you block out your husband.
Around 50 to 60 degrees, and then you would lower it down to 40, like around 45 to 55 degrees.
Oh,
and that
thank you, ma'am.
Gives less yeast flavors in the beer, and it produces a cleaner tasting beer.
Okay.
A lot of time lagers and pilsners, not always, but a lot of times they're going to be clearer and more crisp with less
hop notes.
Hop notes, yeah.
There
It
you
won't
go.
be as hoppy as say an American Pale Ale or
like
an IPA.
it's pretty much your standard, what you would call your standard beer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like your Bud Lights.
Mm-hmm.
All that crappy beer. But like what people get that general idea of what beer's supposed to taste like, this is it, right?
Right.
Okay.
So this is golden in color with a dry hop floral aroma. So they did dry hop it, an intense hop bitterness. Wow. So they went with like a. So apparently this is not a traditional Pilsner.
So they went with like a real unhoppy beer, and then they added a layer of dry hops.
Yeah.
on it.
So they kind of hopped up this Pilsner.
Okay.
So intense hop bitterness supported by a big malty backbone, which culminates into a hedonistic mouthful.
Heathenistic?
Hedonistic mouthful. Google hedonistic.
That was a mouthful already.
Um,
It does smell very flowery, very floral. It's not very like citrusy or anything like that. It's very has a very perfumey kind of smell.
Yeah. So this was made with Rogue Farms Independent. So they actually grow their own hops. Rogue grows their own hops on premises, and they actually use that in this beer. And then they use
where's Rogue out of again?
free-range coastal water and the Pac-Man yeast, which a Pac-Man yeast is a popular Rogue yeast that they use in a lot of things.
Okay. Well, it's the smell is very floral.
Which I believe Pac-Man yeast is an ale yeast, if I'm not
does it have to do with
mistaken?
anything with Manny Pacquiao?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Pac-Man. So this may actually be an ale, but I think they used Pilsner malt in it. So that's
Pilsner malt with ale yeast
and hops.
and they dry hopped it.
Right.
So we're fucking all over the place. On
So
this
this
one.
may actually be more of an ale style than it's a Pilsner style, but it's telling me that it's done like an ale. almost.
Interesting. Well, let's give it a try, bud.
Cheers. So we do get like the amber color, golden amber color.
So it was unhoppy, and then they made it hoppy.
They made a
It's
traditionally
definitely got. You can taste the dry hop. It has that oil, like the hop oil bite right at the beginning.
Yeah, traditionally pilsners are they could be hoppy, but it's more of like a earthy, like sharp hop. Like it's more of like a sharp bitterness, more so than like the citrusy.
What would you call
style
this one
bitterness. These hops.
then? These hops?
These hops.
I heard they're adding more hops to this. Oh, dude, that's a sound clip.
Hops. Definitely hoppy. Not super hoppy, but you can taste those like floral notes. A little vegetal, and then you get the malty backbone for sure. Like it's pretty malty, I think, for a Pilsner. This wouldn't be a traditional Pilsner by any means. No way.
Well, it's definitely got like that. It when it first hits your taste buds, it gives me the impression that it's like an IPA with the hoppiness because it has that oil, like that dry hop from that oil from the dry hop.
Yeah.
And then You can. What is the ABV on this thing? Because it tastes like it's a little strong.
It's an imperial, so
It's got a kick to it. So like the
plateau. So you're looking.
My like taste buds at the very end is like I just took a shot. Like
8.15% ABV.
That's pretty good. It's pretty high.
And 65 IBUs, which is pretty high too.
Yeah,
it's for an IPA. It's
not an IPA.
The mid to high rate, right? Well, it's an imperial,
right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
But when you have that many hops, I'm already assuming it's like an IPA.
It's a
definitely don't drink this if you're like thinking of Pilsner, because
yeah,
you're not gonna get the Pilsner.
No, it's more like an IPA. It's like a light IPA almost. Is what I'm getting from it.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's really malty too.
It's like you know what they do? They just run out of fucking recipes, so they're like, hey, let's just call this something, but it's really another beer. It's a malty Pilsner. It's a fucking IPA.
Okay, so on here, on the site it says something different, but I'm reading on the back of the bottle. It uses a Czech Pils yeast. So it was fermented with the correct yeast. Here it says Pac-Man yeast, which is this has got to be old because it's not reading the same thing. So I'm going off what the bottle says. Yeah.
I mean, it's good. Nothing exciting. Are you excited? You don't look excited. You look sad.
I was expecting a Pilsner. It kind of threw me way off.
Yeah.
I'm like, Imperial Pilsner. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like a super boozy Pilsner.
It's boozy. I can taste the booze.
Yeah.
It's a boozy beer. That's why there's a cork for this fucker, because you're not supposed to drink this thing in one sitting, I think.
You could probably barrel it. You could probably cellar it, too.
You could? You want to put it in your cellar?
I'll put it in my cellar.
Not your prison wallet, right?
I'm Pickle Rick!
Yeah, just so everybody knows.
Did he turn that AC on? It's a little warm.
Oh, really? You're hot. It's this beer, bro. It's strong.
I don't know if it... Whew. First beer of the night. I ate tonight, too.
I didn't eat. I'm starving.
So...
I don't know what the hell that is. That ain't gonna... Yay, booze.
Oh,
yay,
man.
booze. You okay there, bud? Chris is fucking breaking a sweat over here. This beer's got him all confused. He's just all flustered. Tell us your beer experiences, Chris. I don't know, man. I'm not excited about this beer. I'm just kind of like, eh.
For $17 a bottle.
Yeah. For $18 with tax.
Yeah.
You know what? You just made my mind up for me. Yeah.
Recommended pairings with this beer are chicken and fish, seafood and poultry,
and $17 beer.
Spud Crunchies.
That's what I'm giving
potato
it.
Snacks.
That's what I'm giving it.
What are you
You gotta get for $17. This isn't nothing special.
I thought the beer we tasted last week was better.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed. Rogue generally makes some really full flavor, very.
I mean, it's
pretty
flavored,
precise, but pretty precise to what it's saying. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Did you try it?
I did.
What I'm looking for.
What did you think of it?
Yeah. What? I mean, she kind of just told us.
Well, I guess you did.
But
it's not Rogue. It's not Rogue.
It's not Rogue worthy
quality.
It's not Rogue worthy.
I'm gonna give it another chance. I'm gonna give it another chance right now. Let's try this again. Yeah, that's the thing. Queen is you could have had a 30-pack for the same price.
Maybe not in Hawaii, but
here you go, Chris. Give it try it again.
Give it another whirl here.
It's warmed up a little bit. Maybe that's no. You'd want a Pilsner at a colder temperature, right?
Yeah.
You know what beer I really loved was that Heineken Extra Cold we had in Amsterdam.
It's just Heineken Extra Cold.
I know, but dude, I'm telling you, that shit makes Heineken 10 times better when it's like a slushy. By far.
It's because it waters it down and you don't taste as much. Probably goes down like water, right?
Dude, I was whacking. Remember, we were killing those things.
See, so you don't want your beer super cold. I know Tony likes his Heineken's extra cold. But
extra cold.
but you don't typically want your beers like at 32 degrees, like right above freezing, which is what 32 degrees.
Yeah, you want them a little warmer, right? To let the flavor,
AKA 0 degrees Celsius, I believe.
0
So
degrees Celsius for the
you want
nature
them
people.
a little above that. Typically, you want a beer in the 38 to 45 range.
Why is that, Chris?
Because then you'll actually taste the flavors in the beer. So you never want to drink a beer
Hold on.
ice cold. Like maybe a Bud Light and something like that's okay because you don't really
Taste
get
it
much
anyway.
flavors.
Yeah,
out of that beer.
you're just drinking that to get fucked up.
So Heineken's actually got a little more flavor than most light beers. But if you're drinking like Bud Light or Miller Lite or whatever, it doesn't really matter how cold you're drinking it. So that's why people are used to having it cold.
Right.
But when you're drinking a good beer, you don't want it that cold because
Is
it
that why
actually
the
takes away
English
from the
drink
flavors.
their beers warm?
Yeah, the English beers are usually at cellar temperature, which is between like 40 and 50 degrees.
When we were in England, I don't really remember getting warm beers. Like
It's not warm. It's just warmer than what we're used to.
But you're not going to get like a frosted glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you should never serve beer in a frosted glass either,
Why is that?
because what happens is a cold glass begins to condensate,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because the warm air obviously is hitting the cold glass.
Yes.
Begins to
Science.
condensate, and water gets into your beer, and it actually waters down your beer.
Ah.
So you should never drink good beer in a cold,
What if you drink fast?
ice cold
though?
glass.
What if you drink fast?
If you drink fast, then
Yeah. What if I drink really fast?
then you're not enjoying the beer.
So it's a catch-22.
Drink the beer in a cool glass, not a hot glass. Drink it in not room temperature. I'd say cold, a little colder.
Not a
than room
chilled
temperature.
glass, but a cooled down glass.
Yeah, like if it's like 60 degrees or something, like, I don't know. Just a cool glass. Never in a hot glass, and never in a super cold glass. Because the last thing you want your beer to do is freeze in the glass. That's terrible. Whenever you see those little
Ice
the
chunks
ice
on the top.
chunks that form at the bottom of the glass and kind of rise up to the top,
Yeah.
too cold. You never want a beer to do that.
Mm. Chris is on point. Great info to know. Yeah, dude. Chris
Yes.
is has a plethora of knowledge when it comes to beer. He is like goddamn beer encyclopedia.
Yes.
Yes, beeropedia.
It's part of my job. So
Yeah.
if you guys got any beer questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah, if you guys, that's a good thing too. Beer questions. We should do a segment where people ask beer-related questions to you. Hey, everybody! If you're out there in listening world and radio world, or YouTube or Twitch, and you got a beer-related question, please type on into the fucking. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I'm intoxicated.
Beer slush. Yes. Nobody wants the beer slush. Is
What's
not a
up,
good
Frankie boy?
I remember Kieran was doing the beer slushies, and it just made me cringe. So
Dude, I'm
hard.
telling you right now,
Made me
I really
cringe so
liked.
hard.
I really liked.
Beer should never be in slushy form. Hey, it's
I
not
really-
carbonated anymore when it's
But
frozen.
when you had the extra cold Heineken, was it not good? Was it not good?
I mean, in Amsterdam, it was great
It was delicious.
because we're in fucking Amsterdam.
Yeah, how about that? Party boy. So, Lanny, I love beer. I love beer too, buddy. Thanks
I
for
love
thanks
beer.
for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it. Frank was giving a shit when I was playing PUBG with him, saying that we don't know what we're talking about when it comes to our beer reviews. So,
yeah.
Frank, if you'd like to chime in and give us your point of view,
I know Frank's a beer.
he knows
boy.
his shit. I'll
He
give him
knows a
that.
beer boy. Thick
Yeah.
beer boy. Thick beer boy.
Hey, there we go. There's Ref.
What's up, Raph?
Ref. Just fuck up.
Fellow PUBG.
Dude, drinking bunk beer. Drinking bunk beer.
Drinking his Keystones. You know he's drinking his
Dude,
Keystones.
he loves his Ultra Michelob Ultra for his diabetes.
It's good for people with diabetes. I'll give you that.
All the alcohol separates from the water. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's what happens.
Frozen beer. Cringe.
You know what? It makes me always cringe is when like the old. See, I don't know. Maybe it's just in Hawaii, but like the old men when they go golfing or like they're at like their little neighborhood karaoke bar or whatever, they get like bags of ice or they put ice in their Bud Lights or the pitcher. They'll put a bag like a Ziploc bag
Right.
of ice in it to keep it cool. I get it, but it's like, dude,
I know people who get
this waters that
drink
shit
their,
down.
They drink their beer on the rocks, dude.
That's so weird.
Don't do it. God's
Just
sake.
get it cool.
If you're doing that, please drink shitty beer. Don't waste your good beer in a fucking glass with ice.
Don't waste your money.
I
You
want-
might as well just drink straight like vodka then, if that's the case.
Drink a cocktail if you're gonna have something on ice. For God's sake.
Exactly. Do you want to save some of that for later? Because I'm good on this beer already.
Yeah, I can chill on that for now.
Here, put that. Show them how it's a cool bottle. I'll give them that. Oh shit, toys are going down. I know it.
All good.
Okay,
Sealed.
but Chris, you didn't give us your critique on this. You giving this a thumbs
one
up?
One more time. This is the last chance. Thumbs down.
Oh, Chris is going thumbs down. It's a 2 thumbs down day for Rogue.
It doesn't taste like a Pilsner, bro.
Hey, man, you kind of...
I want a Pilsner right now. I wanted a Pilsner. I was excited about a Pilsner. An Imperial Pilsner. Something that'd be unique. This is just an IPA in Pilsner's clothing. Is what it is.
Sheep's and wolf clothing. Okay.
And not a very special one at that, so.
You know, sometimes there's winners and sometimes there's losers.
Rogues, you know what? I've
Usually
had
they're on
shitty
point.
I have had shitty Rogue beers before.
Hey, it's
so.
not the first time.
Yeah,
sure.
But I've also had really amazing Rogue beers.
I agree. Hey, you know
this
what?
one was a miss.
Beer,
This
you
one
know
was
what
a miss.
you know what I've kind of noticed is beer recipes. There's it's hard to make something that's not already. There's a reason there's a certain set genres of beers. You know what I mean? There's your dark beer, and each genre is very specific because once you vary out of those guidelines, they get kind of funky.
Yeah.
And if you don't put the right kind of funk into it, it can get really bad really fast.
Yeah.
And it takes so much time to brew this stuff. It's like, I feel like these craft brewers are like, hey, we're going to try this. Oh, it didn't turn out that great. We're going to send it out anyway because we need the money. We need money. And people want to buy it.
If we dump this shit, we're going to lose like thousands
Exactly.
of dollars.
So,
The hundreds of thousands of dollars.
yeah.
So, I don't know. This one, and you're right. There's a lot of beer companies that are doing like these hybrid styles, you know, that are like kind of like, this is kind of like, I would say this is a hybrid style.
I'm all for that, but I think they should definitely be doing more experiment batches versus putting it out to the public when they know it's not up to par.
Well, and sometimes sometimes simple is better.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
If you do one thing and you look at In-N-Out, all you do is make burgers and fries.
I had that in LA. It was so
and guess
good.
what? The fucking formula holds true, bro.
Dude, let's save up our money and let's open up a In-N-Out here in Hawaii. We're gonna have to talk to the beef farmers.
Some logistics, dude.
No, we're not. Everything has to come from local, dude. There's no way you could do it and ship everything in because nothing's frozen of theirs. So you'd have to buy all local.
I mean, they're only on the west.
I don't know
Coast,
how
though,
we'd get the
right?
potatoes. I don't think there's potato farmers in Hawaii.
Potatoes are easy. I think you can get them from. I mean, they probably get it from one person.
Don't tell anybody.
They probably
Wait, the people are listening. People like that crazy funk. But okay, so let me ask this. Forget the In-N-Out thing. Party boy. So like, what is the funkiest beer that you tried that you were like, this is good and it tasted really like way out in left field?
Yeah.
Well, give us like, some recommendations of beer, Mister. My beard's long and I drink all the best beers.
Party boy's a friend of ours. He goes back, but I also know he's an avid beer drinker. He frequented my establishment when he lived here, so I know he knows good beer.
He is slash alcoholic
and I'm
too.
jealous because he has access to way better beer than
Oh
me.
yeah, he's in the Pacific Northwest.
So he's in the mecca of beer.
The PWN, a PNW. Sorry.
The motherland.
Yeah, the brewers' motherland. Lumberjacks and beer brewers. That's what we breed up in here. I don't know why I'm talking like that.
It was giving me a little like hot flash there.
No, I'm
for a
telling
second,
you,
though,
this
man.
beer,
I don't know what it
it's
was.
got a lot of alcohol content, dude.
It was just like, whoa.
It made me feel kind of like, woo, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Anyway. All right, folks. Unfortunately, Rogue, tonight's not your night. That's 2 thumbs down for your Morimoto Imperial Pilsner. A little too experimental for us.
Better luck next time.
Yeah.
Do you have good beer in the US? It depends what you consider good beer, Morris.
Yeah. All right.
I'd like to think so. U.S. got a bad rap for a long time about having shitty beer, but
we're getting better, dude.
we're way better now than we used to.
There's
be.
a lot. I think the craft beer thing blew up in the last
It's one of the
10
biggest
years, dude. It's
industries.
huge.
It's one of the biggest industries.
It's huge.
I'd say
It's gonna be huge.
behind porn. It's probably one of the bigger industries.
Nothing better than watching some porno, drinking
Porn
a
and
craft
tech.
beer, and smoking a doobie. America.
I mean, you got to think about some of these companies that got bought out.
Well, I forgot
Ballast
the cheeseburger
Point
too.
got bought out for like
The fucked up
$2.6
part
billion. Like,
isn't Anheuser-Busch and everything owned by some fucking European company now?
they are Belgium based,
That's Europe.
but
That's okay. Hey, they make good beer. This was the
AB
greatest beer in all the world.
AB InBev.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
What's next on our agenda tonight, sir? Enough of this beer.
Woo! Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at IBT Podcast. You can also follow us on Instagram at Inappropriate Bar Talk. We now have a legit YouTube page.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about that.
YouTube.com/Inappropriate
about
Bar Talk. And also Twitch.tv/Inappropriate Bar Talk. And Facebook.com/Inappropriate Bar Talk.
Yeah, it's all /Inappropriate Bar Talk now. Super easy.
Live every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Hawaiian time.
8 p.m.-ish.
Again, 1 year anniversary show coming up April 14th.
Tune in.
8-hour stream.
You should make sure you put that on the Nightbot.
And we did raise the money for the sumo suits, so that will be happening.
And Chris will be
thank you
scheduling
guys.
that this
Thank
week.
you guys for contributing. Thanks to all the people out there who helped us out.
Yeah,
with
man. Seriously, everybody
Morris,
that donated.
Duva,
Duva will
Raph,
be here. She's gonna get a special
Brando,
shout out or
there's more
something.
people in between.
Brando, dude. So again, Brando and Ryan. It's the guy that hooked us up with the LA hotel. Remember, I told the story last week.
Yeah.
Dude, nicest people, dude. Nicest people ever. Super cool, man. Shout outs to your whole family and your girlfriend Ryan. You guys are super cool. He was the one that brought us to Coronado. What was it, a beachside breaker or something? The beer we tasted last week, I can't remember, but it was good.
Coronado,
yeah, that was a good
Beach
beer.
Break IPA.
Yeah, I like that one. A lot better than this week's beer. But yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to the Dupes there. Shout out to Raph, always tuning in. Next week we'll have Philip in the house. He's on spring break, so he'll be able to join us again.
And thanks to Uncle Dan, your father.
My dad, yeah. Thanks to him. He's a big
happy
donator.
birthday. Happy
Yeah.
birthday to him.
Happy birthday to my
happy
brother
birthday
and my
to both
dad.
Danny's.
And Tom Speak as well.
And Thomas Speak.
Yes, thank you.
Who never tunes in. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Tom. You tuned in one time when Kevin's on. We see who your real friends are. Kevin's on tour. Thanks to him for coming out and jamming with us a couple weeks back. He just flew up to L.A. or Reno or some fucking place in the mainland for rehearsal, and they're going on tour.
Check him out.
Yeah, check him out, man. K-Bong. Again, Choizilla, thank you. Braxton coming back in the day. He's going to be here at our anniversary, I believe, right?
I got to talk to him and confirm.
Yeah, confirm with
but
him.
we will, now that we have a date, we will be confirming musical guests.
Nice.
So stay tuned to the show, and we will let you know what we're going to be doing.
Dude, it's going to be fun, dude. I'm telling you.
We're going to lay out the game plan.
We're going to have it all mapped out. It's going to be fucking somewhat organized.
It's going to be probably outside, which will be fun. Hopefully with upgraded internet.
Yeah, dude. It's going to be great. The Ale Apothecary was a place I've had a crazy beer. Spruce tree that they hollow out to brew the beer. You'll find the name. Oh, shit. Funky beer. They use a fucking tree. Wow.
They brewed the beer
in the tree. Did they ferment it in the tree, or
I'm
they
guessing
boil it in the tree?
If the beer was funky, they probably used like a wild yeast of some sort. Probably a lactobacillus or
lactobacillus,
something along those lines.
Sounds like you were.
We call those lacto beers. That's what it is. A lot of sour beers and things along those natures.
You know what? I'm actually a fan of the sour. I like the sour beers.
Yeah,
I kind of like them. Somewhat, most of them.
They can be light and refreshing, and kind of like they kind of make your mouth water a little bit.
Yeah. So do you remember that gum they used to sell at Sports Authority back in the day called Quencher or something?
Yes.
It kind of does that same thing. So like they sell you this gum called Quencher back in the day, and it was like super sour, and it would make your mouth water. So when you're playing sports, you don't feel so dehydrated.
Right. It's like the Warheads too, right? Like
it was like a different.
It
wasn't as sour as the Warheads, but that's what those beers kind of give me. It causes you to kind of salivate. Yeah. It's interesting. Okay, let's dive in, dude. Okay, I don't know if you guys. I think most of us saw this video. Now, this shit is crazy. We used to snowboard back in the day.
Yeah,
and the chairlift was always. It's hit or miss. Sometimes you get off good, sometimes you fall. But, dude, I don't know.
Usually they could stop it when you fuck up.
Yeah.
Like when you fall down.
Yeah, just watch this.
This is in Georgia, the country, not the state.
Now we got a fucking chairlift in full speed reverse.
They're going backwards.
Yeah.
And,
shit. That guy got fucking slammed. Okay.
So.
Okay. We've all seen that one.
Yeah.
Now, I came across another video which is actually better.
Okay.
It shows a lot more, like, close up. Because you can't tell in that one. There was a fucking lady and a guy buried under those pile of chairs, dude. So here. Let's check this one out. So this guy came skiing up on it from being up in the top of the mountain. So he just got there as it started getting crazy. There's no pile of chairs. Boom. Okay. Those people got slammed. One of these people don't get up. The lady in the orange does not get up.
You can't get in there to like help them out either, man. It's like.
Yeah, because it's so. First of all, it's so hard to walk in snow and in snow boots. Like you can tell, this lady's trying to get there.
Those things are coming around so
she's
quick.
Falling. And yeah, they're coming by so fast. Boom! Look at that shit, dude. That lady
how far flew the guy, dude?
I think it's a girl, or
the girl. Well,
okay, so if you look there's a lady in orange and a guy in red, and these fucking things just start piling up on top of them. They're knocked the fuck out.
At this point, they're telling him jump off.
I mean, that's the best thing you could do is jump at that point. Okay, first of all, when you have a machine like this that operates, there should be an emergency stop somewhere.
Yes.
Very close.
There should be a person at the bottom of the hill that can hit a button and goes bang.
And if not, there should be an electrical breaker close by that you can fucking pop and shuts it down, dude. This is nuts, dude. This is like my worst nightmare when I go onto the fucking.
Most people at least started getting the hint and like just jumping off.
Yeah. Thank God.
Like there were people.
Okay, so they just got it shut down. It just shut down. Look, this lady's knocked the fuck out. That guy's fucking out trying to crawl. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Okay. That shit was nuts, dude. Like, I don't even know if I was on that ski lift, what the fuck I'd do, dude. Like, I mean, I'd definitely be the guy trying to get off before it did the 360 or the 180. Fuck, dude, that shit's intense. I don't know, man.
It was going so fast, too.
It was going fucking full speed.
It wasn't normal ski lift speed.
So my question is, who was the operator and what the fuck happened? Like, I didn't get the full story. Like, there was no explanation. I just see this video everywhere. And, dude,
I did have an article on this.
Yeah, Queen, who was in charge of this? Yeah,
I believe it was a not a government run, but I
think it was Uber.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Hold
on. So this is a resort in the country of Georgia. They said at least 10 people were injured. The ski lift was running at high speeds in reverse.
You know when you remember the 50th State Fair when they had the Music Express or the whatever it was called, and they'd go in reverse?
Yeah.
That's the fucking same speed, but these guys aren't fucking belted in, man.
Okay, so Georgia's state-owned Mountain Resorts Development Company told CNN the injured were taken to the resort's clinic. Ski patrol and 3 ambulance crew members were deployed to the scene, the mountain company said. According to the initial information, said easily ski lift in Guardi stopped working, chairs crashed into each other with riders suspended in the air, causing health injury of medium gravity. The company says, as a result, according to preliminary data, 10 people were injured.
But it doesn't explain what happened.
The mountain company has contacted the ski lift manufacturer and to investigate the cause of the accident.
Okay, guys.
I believe they said it was an electrical failure of some sort.
Oh, of course, but kill the power. You know what I mean? First, hit the emergency stop. If that don't work, kill the power. Like, just cut the power. Even if you got to fucking just shut down the whole resort. You know what I mean?
This was like a state-owned ski park.
Oh, man. I'm telling you right now. So that place is... Luckily, most places they cover themselves when you buy a ticket. It's basically signing a waiver saying that you're not going to sue them for getting hurt.
Well, that kind of thing is... It's like if you hurt yourself skiing down the mountain.
I don't know, dude. You better read that fine print because I'm guaranteed that they covered their ass on that shit.
Ski lift is part of that.
Hey, if you get ran over by like a ski fucking mobile or some shit, I don't know. Yeah, I work with motors a lot. McQueen, and I don't really understand how it went in reverse full speed and just got stuck. It doesn't make sense because usually, okay, so for something like this, these are big motors, and it's a switch. So basically, you put the switch this way, it goes forward. You put the switch this way, it reverses the polarity of the electrical, and it goes the opposite way. And then you can adjust the speed, obviously, on these. Dude, someone's
fat ass just sat on
the controller
and knocked
and
it the
just was like,
way.
"Oh, what's going on?" Yeah.
I'm an electronic diagnostic specialist, so what the fuck? Who knows?
Oh,
man?
dude, I don't know.
I think human error had something to do with this, or somebody was pissed off.
Well, I mean, I don't know the last time you went skiing or snowboarding, but majority of the time that I've went, they've got like fucking teenagers running the mountain.
Yeah,
but
there usually is one guy with like a hand on the button, like ready to go bam. You know, when someone fucking falls under the lift or something, they stop.
I figured out. I know what happened. I know it. I fucking know what happened. The missile guy from Hawaii got fucking quit his job. He moved to Jordan and started working at the ski lift. He pushed the wrong motherfucking button, dude. I'm telling you. Fucking asshole. I hate that guy. He's fucking up everywhere he goes, dude.
You're out of two jobs now, man.
Dude, that's 2 fucking fails, dude. 2 fucking fails.
I don't even know if you could work at McDonald's anymore, man. I wouldn't want you working the fryer at all,
There's
dude.
a fucking throwing ice cubes in the fucking fryer, just blowing shit up. Jesus Christ, dude. That guy needs to be fucking just put in prison. Oh, man.
Fun times.
Crazy. Okay,
I'm hoping everybody's okay. This is kind of like an older
Well, luckily
article,
no one
so
got seriously hurt. I don't think people got fucked up a little bit, but they'll heal.
I mean, thankfully it was snow, so like at least people could jump off and be okay.
Yeah, except for the people that took fucking chairs to the face.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about like it could have been a lot worse. If
those things are probably going a good like 15 miles an hour, easy. And a couple of those people took them to the fucking dome, dude.
It looked like one guy did for sure.
Oh yeah, the guy in the red took it to the face.
Yeah.
The lady in the orange got slammed. She just knocked the fuck out. And she just didn't move until they fucking dragged her off. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. It's currently 9:03, everybody. We've been broadcasting roughly for about an hour.
Hey.
So, not too bad. Not too bad.
The donation shots still stand.
Yeah, donation shots still do stand.
So, for every $20.
For every $20 donated. Yeah, you can go to streamlabs.com/inappropriatebartalk and donate to the lovely show that you see here. Maybe we'll buy more toys.
Donate to the cause.
Maybe we'll, yeah, I don't know. We'll do something with that money.
Okay, wait. Oh, no. Why is this showing? Are we off the air on Facebook?
I don't know. What?
Viral Hog blocked your video because it made content that they own.
What? Dude, did we get blocked on Facebook?
It could be because of the videos that you guys were showing. Yeah?
It says 1 minute and 6 seconds were blocked.
Dude, what the fuck? Why are we blocked? Oh, because maybe we showed... That's some horse shit. Are we back on? It says your live video has been stopped.
Shit, man. Restart the stream on Facebook.
It won't... I don't think it'll let me. It doesn't give me the option.
I'll delete the video. We'll delete the video from the live feed. Maybe that'll help.
I don't think I can do... What the fuck?
Fuck you, Viral Hog. Suck my dick.
Crazy.
So yeah.
Huh. What the fuck?
See if you can
I don't think I'm gonna be able to redo it, but just make sure we're still running on YouTube and everything.
I mean, we're good on Twitch.
Fucking Facebook, dude.
What? It had to be one of those
so
videos.
Weird, dude.
It could have been those ones we just showed. So we're still good on.
It stopped. Yeah, it stopped our video on Facebook.
And
well, I'm just gonna
YouTube
close
says
it.
we're good.
I'm just gonna close it then. Fuck it.
That's why the Zuck sucks.
Suck my dick,
Suck
Zuckerberg. I'm closing Facebook out. We might have to just say fuck Facebook altogether pretty soon. I'm getting sick of them, dude. They don't fucking cooperate for shit anyway.
Yeah, we're good on YouTube. So
weird, dude. Weird.
Anyway,
weird. Oh my goodness.
Shut down.
Okay, so what were we talking about?
So, we were just finishing up on the ski lift thing.
Okay, yeah.
And talking about the donations for the shops.
So, I don't know. Okay, speaking of machines going crazy, I guess in Tempe, Arizona, they decided it's a good place to test out a fucking humanless Uber car. Automated vehicle, supposedly, in a little bit. This shit's crazy to me. So it's the first death due to an automated vehicle.
Autonomous.
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 And then that happened. Fucking YouTube, man. Anyway, so this is the view from, we also, I think this was like big news for this week. So Uber's got some autonomous vehicles driving around Tempe, Arizona. They're testing out this program where they have no drivers. And this fucking car just mowed down some fucking lady on a bike and killed her, dude. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that and laughing, but it's not funny. But, I mean, it's fucking crazy. So, this is actually I'm going to show you guys the video of what the car saw. See, Skynet is aware. That's what I was saying earlier,
fucking
Frank.
Skynet, dude.
Dude, with the chairlift and with Uber going crazy, dude, Skynet's taking us out slowly. I'm telling you.
There isn't any violent, there isn't any blood or anything, but this
Yeah,
video may be a little disturbing, so just putting it out there.
Yeah, putting it out there. But this is, I guess the car is also equipped with cameras, so.
This is a self-driving Uber car that was being tested.
Yeah, so this is the exterior. It's looking out, and that's what happened. This lady was crossing the street with her bike and got nailed. And there is
a driver behind the wheel. Obviously, he's not looking up.
I think it's a lady. I don't know what that is.
Is that? I think it's a seat behind. Oh, I don't know. Actually, that kind of looks like hair, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's hair. And so that's basically the video. I mean, it's nothing real detailed, but
it obviously happened in a flash. I mean,
yeah, you can
when you're watching the video,
you can't see the lady until the car's right there.
Right there.
I'm gonna be honest. I hit a person once, just like that, and I wasn't going full speed. I was making a right, so I was at a stop, and it was dark. It was kind of rainy. I took a right-hand turn, and I didn't see anybody till literally she was on the hood of my car, and on the headlight. Yeah, she wasn't. That's true. She wasn't in a crosswalk.
Yeah.
The person I hit was in a crosswalk, so
I mean, you
I
don't
stopped,
see
rendered aid, but she took off running. I think she was, I don't know, not supposed to be out or something. She was young, like teenage girl, but she took off fucking running anyway. Luckily, nothing happened. I think she's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, this lady wasn't in the crosswalk. It's dark. It was like a fucking middle of nowhere, dude. If you look, it looks like they're just in the middle. There's no neighborhood.
If you're crossing the street, you gotta.
You see if you see a vehicle
How do you
coming,
not see a vehicle coming with headlights on?
I don't know, man.
Like, that's insane to me. Like, so that that used to be an issue when I lived in Vegas. I don't know if you dealt with it too, but I know Monica has too. But where, homeless people or people on drugs just fucking crossing the street. I'm not saying this lady was. I'm just saying
you don't know. We don't know.
This is the instances.
Maybe.
This is the instances that's happened to me, where these people just cross the street, not even thinking about. They don't give a fuck if they get hit by something.
Yeah, they just don't. They just go. Yeah.
And if that lady was conscious of what she was doing, she would have seen the car coming, I would think.
You would hope so.
But, I mean, the car was going 45 miles an hour.
It nailed the shit out of her. It doesn't, I mean, I'm sure there's more to that video that they're just not releasing of the girl, like, probably flying through the air, but that lady got hit, dude. She got, and then it didn't look like that thing fucking was trying to slow down either.
No.
So that thing probably just ran her over. It probably went over her, and that's what probably killed her. Is it running her over?
Yeah. I forget I think this was a Toyota vehicle, but they are suspending. Uber's suspending the program, and the car company who made the car is
obviously they didn't do enough testing on these cars. They should have been testing them at night on like a closed track and shooting things out in front of it to see if it stops. You know what I mean? In the pitch black.
Yeah.
Not during the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It needs to be pitch black. Dude, fuck, this could have been avoided, man. You know what I mean? This would kind of suck. That's what sucks about this.
Could it be? I mean, maybe if the you're saying if the computer was smart enough, but if that was a person,
I'm telling
a
you
normal
right now,
person
I don't
behind
think
the wheel, like would they have seen that
I don't
person?
know, dude. That person. Was,
I know the person wasn't fully like paying attention
let's
to
see,
what was going on.
I want to see this again. Let's watch this video again.
But I mean, when you see this video, the person kind of comes
I don't
out of
see
nowhere.
anybody,
It's pitch black.
and then
Yeah.
it's boom right there.
I mean, you would have time to slam on your brakes, sure.
Maybe
but-
swerve.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but
You know,
You
I
would
think a person would have been able to avoid her, but it could have been even worse. The driver could have went. Who knows if there's like a boulder or a pole or something they would have swerved into and killed them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't know, man.
I
It
mean,
sucks. It does,
It
but
happens, dude. You know, so
fuck. I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean that person's never gonna
I don't
be
think-
allowed to sit in that.
I think
Car.
Uber's gonna take a hit for this big time. I think they got a little overzealous, I think, and started to try to test things that they shouldn't have been testing yet. It wasn't ready,
Right.
and they're just probably like, oh, we're a big enough company, we'll get away with it. Whatever, we're just gonna do what we want to do.
Obviously, the detection isn't good
Yeah,
enough.
obviously, that's what I'm saying. They should have been testing this stuff at night, pitch black, shooting stuff out in front of it, and see if these cars can stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not, it does it during the day and probably no problem.
They
'Cause
just assumed the driver behind the wheel was going to be paying attention at all times to this. You know,
dude,
what I
you
mean?
can tell that fucker's on his phone.
No, he's on his phone. He's
or
on,
her, she's on her phone or whatever
guy
it
or
is.
girl, whatever it is.
But
But,
what's the point of having an autonomous vehicle if you still got a person in the car? The person might as well just
Well,
be fucking
it's a
driving.
test vehicle, so
Mm.
you have I'm assuming you have that person there as a fail-safe in case the computer doesn't recognize shit. That person's supposed to be paying attention.
No offense, but that
and hitting
person
the
looked like a
brakes.
lazy motherfucker that,
That
was
person
not
was
paying
like,
attention.
I'm just cruising down the road. The thing's driving itself. It's fine.
Yeah, fuck,
and
dude.
No, don't take it for granted, man. That's why that person got paid to be behind that
Yeah,
wheel.
to be paying attention, not
'cause
fucking playing on your phone.
They
You can
weren't
tell.
picking.
They keep looking down and stuff, and they're just like watching like a screen. You can
That
tell.
person wasn't an Uber driver picking people up. They didn't have people in the car, and they weren't taking fares. So it was purely a test.
Oh, really?
drive. Yeah, it was purely a test.
Oh,
drive.
okay.
It was not
Even more so, they should have been paying attention.
So that's the thing is that person was behind the wheel to make sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen.
Ooh, buddy, you're in trouble. Hopefully, you weren't
So-
watching our podcast.
So yeah, you can't trust technology like that
Dude,
yet.
no
dude.
shit,
You
bro.
definitely can't. And there's been incidents where Teslas have done the same thing. I guess there was one incident with a guy in a Tesla who got in an accident with his autonomous driving deal.
Mm-hmm.
But they also said he ignored like 7 warnings that the car gave him. So they're
Warning,
kinda
we're about to
like-
crash. Warning, we're about to boom, we're crashed.
The thing about Teslas is they're really good at like updating shit like right away. Like when people tell them something's wrong with a car,
They fix it.
they fix it like right away or they update it right away. They were like, one thing was like, oh, it'd be great if you could get into the glove compartment of your car so you can pull out your registration and shit when you get in an accident. I guess because the box is locked, but once you get in an accident, it stays locked. So the next day, Elon saw it. He's like, we're making an update today. The thing will automatically open up after an accident.
Wow, interesting.
And like
Hey, Mo,
dude,
can I grab
he's
a
on
beer?
top of it, dude.
Thank you, ma'am. Dude, that guy's a man. I think Elon's a smart motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
That guy got his shit together. He knows what's going on.
He's spending a shit ton of money
Dude,
hoping that he's going to make it back. But he doesn't really give a fuck if he does or he doesn't.
dude,
That's the crazy
what
thing.
he's doing is huge, though. Privatized
Oh,
space
yeah.
exploration is fucking gnarly.
It's a
Anyway,
real thing. Now, going to Mars is not so far off either.
No,
You
not
know
at
what I
all.
mean? Like,
his car's already there. He's got something to drive when he gets there.
Elon's a badass. And I don't know if I'd own a Tesla, but
Oh, eventually,
to
I think
drive
we're
one.
all going to end up owning Teslas eventually.
it's going to go that way. I mean, there's a lot of manufacturers that are going the route where they're saying we're going to be completely electric by 2024.
It's not a bad
and
idea.
all
It's
that
not a
stuff,
bad
you know?
idea.
Yeah.
But we're still going to need gas engines for certain things, dude. There's just certain things electric motors aren't going to be
You're
able
not
to
going to
do.
eliminate it completely.
Yeah,
but
no.
if you're eliminating cars off the roadway, that's taking care of like how much pollution that gets put into the atmosphere every year, and
That's true.
it's much more.
But what if we?
renewable
What
and
happens if
reusable.
we don't mine the oil because we're not using it, and then it just starts overflowing into the ocean, bro?
You gotta think there's gonna be. I know. Eventually, like it won't be a profitable like that profitable of an industry, you know.
I don't know, man.
So.
There's a lot of motorheads out there that ain't gonna abandon
They're not gonna leave
cars.
their cars.
Yeah, those classics.
And I mean, there's gonna be a charm to having a gas vehicle.
Oh, of course.
But I think it'll have to be like classic or made before this date, and then at some point, like it'll be like you have to have a special accommodation for a gas vehicle or something like that. Like you won't be able to build gas vehicles.
Morris says UK is going all electric by 2020.
Yeah,
That's
there's gonna be a point where like new cars will be all electric, and that's just. But I mean, look at Teslas, dude. Those things are fucking crazy, bro. They go fucking fast.
Oh,
man.
I know. I'm not.
The new Roadster's supposed to go like 0 to 60 in like 1.8 seconds or some crazy shit like that.
That's fucking
Like,
crazy.
fucking nuts, dude.
You're just thrown
Yeah.
back in the seat. Oh wow. I don't know. You could eliminate gas engines altogether. Queen, what do you think about this? You're a mechanic. Well, what do you think about eliminating gas engines altogether?
You're gonna have to create a whole new field of mechanic. Too.
Yeah, dude. Mechanics would literally have to learn all new shit.
You'd have to be an electrician.
Yeah, pretty much. It just be mechanic shops would just turn into motor rewinding shops because electric motors is just basically a bearing with wound fucking electrical. That's it.
I mean,
it'd be interesting.
Moving there.
It would be interesting.
We'll see how. Like I think even India said they were gonna be all electric cars by like 2024.
India is like the most fucking polluted place on the fucking planet, so they need something.
But there's still gonna be countries that are still on gas just because they can't afford to go that route. So we'll see. We'll see.
That's true. They do have hydrogen motors. I've seen that where it just expels water.
Yeah,
it's a byproduct.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't go back.
Highly combustible.
Dude, you know who needs that? Is fucking California. You guys just all go to hydrogen engines. You guys don't have enough fucking water.
I think California will be one of the leading places of it. I mean, a lot of people are. I mean, at least in Southern California, like a lot of people are green conscious, and it's the cool thing to be green.
It's a cool thing to be green. Speaking of California, I heard the Weinstein Company is going out of business. Filed for bankruptcy.
Yep.
So what's the details on that, Chris? Did you read that article?
So associated with the Weinstein Company, they've been trying to find people to buy the company, but the last person that tried to buy it, it didn't go through. So now they're just like, basically.
And this is all based off because of his sexual assaults, right?
Yeah, I mean he's the head of the company. His name's on
right.
the front
No,
door.
I get that.
So nobody really wants to buy it up. You know what I mean? They have.
So what were some of their favorite? Oh, what were some of their popular productions?
That's a good question. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, I'm
But,
curious because like what maybe are there
I mean,
franchises now that aren't going to be made because this company's going out of business? You know what I mean?
I'm sure other studios would pick up the rights to it. That happens all the time.
I'd hope so.
That happens all the time.
Because I don't want some of my
look
favorite
at the
movie franchises.
Marvel and Star Wars got sold to Disney. Like that kind of stuff happens all the time.
Dude, I'm
know
telling
what
you,
I mean?
Disney's gonna end up running fucking everything. Queen says electric cars don't really work the way you're thinking. They work mostly off of battery bays.
Yeah, but they have
still an electric motor.
Yeah, and they do have moving parts. They still have transmissions and things like that, right? Maybe not.
No, I don't think they do have transmissions. To be honest, they just go. You don't need to switch. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. I'm sure they have some kind of transmission just for different speeds, but you wouldn't necessarily need one because like go-karts, they don't have fucking transmissions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But neither do the gas ones.
I'm seeing the Weinstein Company stuff, but it's kind of like B films.
Good.
So you're not gonna miss out.
They're
on
just
Black Sheep, Halloween.
Black Sheep, like the Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy Boy, Black Sheep. Oh, that's like
Rambo. Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
That was a funny one.
Fanboys. So it's kind of more like beat-list movies, though, for the most part. There's a couple good ones in there. Hannibal Rising, Grindhouse.
Well, bye-bye Weinstein. No more raping actresses for parts. For roles.
They spin sort of, but I don't know how to explain it to you. The hybrid cars spin, but full electric cars don't. Okay. Batteries will be the biggest problems.
That's true, because what happens when the batteries, you got to, like, the battery's no good, you got to recycle them, dude.
They're obviously lithium ion.
Yeah, dude, they're going to be. That's Boom, $1 billion business. Figure out how to recycle
Disposal.
lithium fucking batteries. You'll be a billionaire overnight.
I think they do it already, don't they?
Well, they're gonna be rich motherfuckers when we're all running off of those batteries. What is the byproduct of disposing of these batteries? Is a question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not using fucking coal, but are we fucking poisoning the fucking environment worse by recycling these
Yeah, 'cause
batteries?
eventually these batteries go bad.
Yeah, eventually. They're not magic.
You can't recharge them over and over again forever. So I don't know if Elon's figured that out already, but I'm sure
I
will.
hope he does. He's a smart guy. He should. The battery powers the spinning of the transmission. Oh, so there's no motor?
No, there's no motors.
Really?
No motors.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so there is a transmission, she says.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. You learn something new every day.
There's like a big box, and then everything works through that box to the rest of the car, and that's
But whatever's spinning the transmission would be
Right.
technically a motor.
it. Well, I'm guessing. I'm thinking of like an engine. I guess I would say there's no engine.
right, but like so electric motors. So
There's like a
well,
like a
so-
motor.
so for like a-
gearbox
for like a
motor
pump,
kind of.
you know your pumps on your brewing equipment.
Yeah.
There's like a little motor attached to the pump.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
push. Yeah.
it's
push
just
engines.
whatever's spinning is technically the motor.
Right, but there's no like front engine block.
No, of
like
course
there
not.
would be
Yeah,
in
there's
a
no.
car.
It's not a
There's
combustible
none of
engine.
that.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
not at all. Ugh.
That's
Just-
what I was talking.
No, it'd be like just
Yeah.
an electric.
I get what
motor.
you're saying. Yeah, but there are motors, obviously,
it'd have to be.
that move gears and things of that nature and push liquids through the system.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Well, no. Do you even need to change your oil? You don't have to change your oil or anything. There's no fucking fluids. You might have to
There
lube.
might be transmission
There might be
fluid.
maybe.
Might be radiator fluid of some sort.
You don't
maybe
need
to
a
keep something
radiator.
cool.
There's
Yeah,
no.
I
There's
guess
no
you're not
motor.
finished. You got to keep the battery cool, though, I would think, huh? Is there some kind of liquid cooling?
There's
maybe
probably
or
a liquid
something?
cooling system. So what? You just add water to it.
I got to look into this.
Yeah, this
Now
is
I'm
interesting. It's very interesting. Huh.
Also, but with the Weinstein thing, also, all the women who had NDAs,
Non-disclosures.
NDAs, non-disclosure agreements with Weinstein, they're now void. So these women can come out against him now.
But that's not right. They signed this non-disclosure.
Right, but I guess
So that goes. That's kind of along the whole Trump Stormy Daniels thing too. That kind of pisses me off. She signed the non-disclosure. She got paid $130,000 to be quiet.
Right.
She's not being quiet already. We know this because we're talking about it.
Right.
So she's already violated that as far as I'm concerned.
Right. But
But the reason she wants to get this non-disclosure or this basically gag order taken off, no pun intended because she's a porn star, but this gag order taken off is because people are offering her more money now to tell the story. She took the money thing like, okay, yeah, I'll take the money. I'll take $130,000 to shut up. But then now people are like, dude, we'll give you $1 million to tell the story.
yeah.
That's why she's trying to fucking blow this up.
I think
now.
that's part of it. And then there's also
She's a fucking porn star.
there's
dude.
also she's also claiming that they compare the signatures, but there's also claiming that she didn't sign certain things.
Okay,
certain
then why
disclosure
isn't she
agreements,
talking now then? If she
And-
said she didn't sign it, she can talk. Obviously she signed it. She's not talking.
because Trump was threatening to sue her.
Well, because she signed the fucking thing.
But they
If
tr-
she
they
didn't
also
sign
say-
it, she'd
they
be like,
also
I didn't
say-
sign that.
They also said Trump didn't sign it.
Well, if Trump didn't sign it,
They're saying Trump didn't sign it. And
I'm
they
sure he
also
signed
said-
it now.
I'm-
I bet you
They
it's
said-
autographed
They're
now.
saying Trump never signed it, and they're also saying that she never signed one of the main documents either. It was for her signature was forged.
I find it
So-
hard to believe, or else she'd be talking. She'd be telling her story already.
Well, I mean,
And she
it's
kind of
Donald
already
Trump-
is
it's Donald
telling her
Trump.
story.
She's not gonna say anything about him that's
Defamating?
defamatory, whatever it is. She's not gonna say anything because what does Trump do when someone threatens him?
Buries him.
Fucking threatens to
He
sue him.
fucking buries him.
She's a porn star. She's like, I don't have the money to fight a lawsuit.
You got
against this guy.
$132,000?
That's not enough to fight a lawsuit.
Oh, you got to give it
Not
back
against
too if
Trump.
you want to open your mouth.
Yeah, so
Dude, put it this way, Stormy Daniels. Hey, look, I
I-
appreciate everything you've done. I'm sure I've seen some of your work. But this is the first time someone's paid you that much money to shut your mouth versus open it. So why don't you just fucking take the payday and relax, okay?
Well, this is America, man.
America.
She's gonna go.
Contracts
for it now.
mean something. You can't. She signed it, obviously.
Well, that's what they're trying to figure out. And they're also saying the money didn't come from Trump. They came from a private account linked to the lawyer.
What does it matter where the money came from? She got paid to shut the fuck up, and she's still running her mouth. She may not say details, but she's obviously people know something happened.
Right. The funds were coming from though. Were
Thanks, Queen. We appreciate you trying
to cover up Trump's tracks.
Look, I'm sure he fucked more than one porn star.
Well, there's another porn star coming out against him now too.
If I was a billionaire, I'd fuck porn stars too.
Yeah. So he's got. And
I'd say, yo, bitch, here's
a couple porn stars.
Here's some money. Shut your mouth.
I just feel bad for Melania. I mean,
wasn't this supposedly before they were married though?
No, he was married. This is in like 2015.
Hey, Trump's a playboy. We know this. No one gave a shit when fucking JFK was banging Marilyn.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't impeach him over it or anything, but
only if you do it in the Oval Office and lie about it.
The only thing it's really
Clinton,
the only
you
thing
dirty
it's really
motherfucker,
do is it's gonna make him look bad. That's the only thing it's really gonna do. He's not gonna lose his presidency
Dude,
over it.
He probably grabbed her by the pussy.
I mean, everybody knew what kind of guy Trump was. So
awesome.
Obviously.
Hey, have you guys seen your paychecks lately? You guys seen your paychecks lately?
Well, he may be ruining that.
You like that little bump in your pay?
There is
less taxes?
Trump doesn't sign my paychecks.
No, but he gave you that fucking extra money back.
Okay, but here's what I'm
you're
worried
not paying
about.
in taxes.
Economically, here's what I'm worried about with Trump is.
You look at your paychecks 3 months previous, and then look at them now. You're probably making at least $80 more per paycheck.
Okay, why?
Because of the tax code change.
I don't know if we fall into that bracket yet.
Dude, I've got more money per paycheck now because they take less taxes out per paycheck.
Yeah, I think, but I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look into that.
Check it out. We're not too far off.
But the thing I'm worried about with him is the tariffs he's trying to put on China.
What about it?
And Europe.
Yeah. That they put on us.
They don't. Well, they're putting it on us because of what Trump's trying to do.
No, you got to look at the tariffs. We already pay these guys these tariffs. He's just doing it back to them, and they're getting pissed and want to raise theirs now. He's like, well, I'll just raise yours back. We pay so much tariffs to these countries, and we don't get it back when they import to us. We just give, and just fucking get raped. So he's just doing the same thing back to them that they're doing to us, and they don't like it, and they're getting all pissy balls. But what are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just concerned that it's going to hurt, manufacturers here more than help them. It's like, what's the point of you're bringing in goods and you're charging these countries more? So
well, first of all, the big deal was the China. The big deal was the China steel. China steel fucking sucks anyway.
Well, we get most of our steel. We actually get most of our steel from Canada.
Good.
And I mean, Chinese steel is kind of like it's shitty steel.
Yeah.
So a lot of good companies don't use them, but they are used for a lot of other minor projects, smaller projects, things like that. But
sucks.
Not only that, I mean, it's all goods. It's merchandise, so that's like shirts, shoes, all that stuff. You're talking about the Walmarts, the Targets who deal with these, Costco. They're going to be ultimately, they said the price of washing machines is going to go up by like 30 or 40%.
Do you need a new washing machine anytime soon?
Apparently, a lot of washing machines come from China.
It's funny because they wash their shit in a river.
But that's the thing is the consumer.
Oh, you know what's better than washing in the river? You make a machine for it.
So
we make machine, we sell America.
Obviously, companies like Walmart who deal in like 90% of their products is from China.
Oh, of course.
Probably more.
Trust me, it's not gonna affect anything.
That's gonna get passed on to the consumer. So that's the thing. It's gonna affect jobs. It's gonna affect them being able to pay people to work and things like that. So there's
not really because it's a tax on
what
the other company.
What we do is we buy a lot of this material from China, and then these companies that are smaller use that material to make their products.
I'm aware of this, yes.
Which, I mean, you go on Shark Tank, what do?
Everything's outsourced.
We're gonna make your base product in China. We'll bring it over here and then we'll package it.
You assemble it and
package it.
Yes.
And send it out. So that price of that stuff's gonna go up. So I think it's gonna hurt smaller manufacturers and it's gonna hurt consumers.
Well, we'll see. I don't think anything big's gonna happen. I think what's gonna end up happening is China's just gonna fall into place. He's flexing on them. And then they're going to settle. And Trump's not stupid. He's not just going to be like, I'm fucking everybody. I don't care. He's going to flex on them. And then they're going to cave. And then they're going to settle somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. He knows what he's doing.
Well, he was going to do it.
It's not his first negotiation.
He was going to do it to China and Canada and Mexico too, but then he decided not to do it to them either.
We're going to be all right.
Still under
guys.
NAFTA.
Yeah, we're going to be all right.
But
trust me, it's going to benefit everybody.
No Republican likes NAFTA anyway. But
anyway, let's get into something a little more close to home. There's I guess something going on. I want to watch this video. I didn't really watch the whole thing, but I watched part of it, and I was like, this is a very interesting topic.
Okay.
So I want everybody to watch this video. Even Mo, you want to come take a peek over here? Oh, okay, but you're listening to it live. So, okay, here we go. We're gonna watch this video about Airbnb in Hawaii.
Airbnb's story is that it's your uncle, it's your cousin, it's your auntie who's making a little bit of extra money by renting out a spare room. The reality is the bulk of Airbnb's hosts are major operators who have multiple listings, who are renting out entire homes or apartments. So Airbnb's impact makes it incredibly easy to get short-term profits from the visitor market at the expense of long-term rentals for local residents.
In the last 10 years in our community in Haula, I've seen businesses opening up in the middle of our neighborhoods and how it's changing the whole demographic of our community. So a couple years ago, we were in the process of buying a home, and right before we were able to buy it, there was an investor from the mainland, and because they came in with cash, they were able to snatch it out from underneath us. It's really sad because today, we still drive by this home, and it's now an Airbnb unit.
When someone turns a home into an Airbnb or a vacation rental, they're taking away our residentially zoned areas, and they're turning our communities into a commodity. For purchase, for gain, for profit, people investing for business in residential areas is going to hurt our communities, and especially the older generations, our Native Hawaiian population. We're going to be priced out of our own homes.
I've been going and surfing on the North Shore for over 40 years, and they've been having surfers renting rooms all the way back then. You know, you could pay 20 bucks and get a room for the weekend, and that was kind of the culture. But it developed into a monster that is just eating up everything on the North Shore. Airbnb is sucking the money out of our economy. These are not local owners that I'm talking about. These are people that own 2 or 3 houses that are renting it out as a business. I think that Airbnb cares more about profits than about the general well-being of the community.
Airbnb evicted me from my house. It was done by a landlord who created an illegal rental to drive up the cost of rent because he knows he could get more money per night renting to vacationers than to permanent residents who earn a hard living. I pleaded with the landlord to give me another week to help find a place, and he did not have it. I was very blessed to have a local family take me in. They understand the struggles of working 2 jobs and trying to make it in Hawaii with the astronomical rent. Airbnb is a convenience to a lot of vacationers, but on a small island it's having major effects that people don't realize because we are on an island, there is limited space, there is limited housing. Something needs to be done and we need to push back.
If Airbnb continues their growth at the rate that it's been growing at, where are my kids going to live? I'm fighting Airbnb for the future of my family, my children, and for Hawaii.
The long-term effects aren't going to be something we're going to ever be able to undo if we don't get it under control now. And I think about families who are vacation renting multiple properties. I think, okay, it works right now, but that really high profit margin is going to really hurt our children in being able to stay here in Hawaii as they grow up.
If we're serious about addressing our affordable housing crisis here in the state of Hawaii, the key question we need to really consider is whether housing is for Hawaii and for the people who live here, or if housing is for profit and speculation.
All right. So there's that, bro. What do you think?
Hold on. Can I get a Mo? Can you grab me another beer, please?
Oh, we might need a shot to talk about this.
Do you think we need a shot?
Yeah.
Just correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we looked this up. Sorry,
Here.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. But I feel like when Chris and I were kind of looking into this in our house in Vegas, when we were just chatting about it one night.
Oh, but you're talking about doing it for your guys' place you own in Vegas.
Right. But I think that what we read was that you have to either be living on the property because it's an Airbnb, bed and breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Or you have to have a caretaker that lives on or near the like within a certain distance of the property. So if these people are living on the mainland and they're just renting out these empty houses,
well, they probably have a management company or a caretaker locally.
Well, they would literally.
You're good. We can.
That's why. Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused by watching the video too, because when we tried to do it, for the reasons she was saying, it's you either have to be living there, or I believe you have to be living at least in the area.
Now, I believe that is probably the rule, but I'm sure people are breaking this.
Ways around it.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
Yeah. Now, obviously there needs to be some kind of regulation where, you either have to be a homeowner, there's got to be something that you can prove you're a local resident that owns this house.
Right.
Whether it's a secondary house or you actually live on premises, you have to be a local. You have to be a resident of Hawaii.
Yeah.
You can't
be living in China and Airbnb.
Yeah, well, and again, you can fucking get by all that shit too. Like, you just find one person to buy it in their name. There's so many loopholes, you know.
That's true.
But I definitely see the issue, and I definitely see the positive in it too. Do we have a regular one? Are any of those containers full?
Just do the castmates. It's just good.
No, I mean, I'll do the castmates, but I just was wondering if we had regular ones. That one looks empty too. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, for alcoholics. Okay. Yeah, let's do a little shot and then we'll get into that.
Okay. We're gonna be drinking the Jameson Castmates. By the way, it's made. I know this is an important topic, but I just wanted. This beer is special. It's beer centric. This whiskey is beer centric.
Yes.
It's the Castmates, which is Jameson aged in stout barrels.
Oh, I like stouts.
So it gives it
maybe a smoother
character to it.
Nice.
A little smoother, a little more mellow, a little more.
Let's go a little light
smoky.
on those pours. Yeah, these are kind of big shot glasses. That looks good. Fucking candle holders we're using as shot glasses.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay, so I love Hawaii. Do you love Hawaii, Chris?
Of course.
Okay.
It's home.
Do you wanna raise kids here?
Yeah. Definitely. Well, that's why I left Vegas, actually, because we were talking about if we're going to start a family.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to raise no family in fucking Vegas. That's a shithole.
Yeah,
that's
sorry, Vegas, but I don't want to raise my kids.
Yeah, I mean, like, I had fun there in college. A lot of sluts and booze and drugs, but I don't want to raise my kids there. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we do have some friends that have raised their kids there, and they turned out to be really amazing individuals. But then there's,
they could have been better if they were raised somewhere
else.
There's a
lot of bad.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's just
not
there's a constant fear of
the stigma around what Vegas is. Kind of.
There's no kids become. I feel like kids are easily desensitized there.
Yeah. And jaded, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Morris made a good point. This kind of thing does definitely drive up house prices. So normal people like you and me we already can't fucking afford houses in Hawaii, dude. It's fucking retarded expensive.
Or on the North Shore, for that matter.
I can't even buy a fucking shack on the North Shore, okay? Like, no shit. I can't even afford to buy.
That's not because of Airbnb. That's because of how expensive
that's just in general. But
Airbnb on the water,
will start to drive those house prices up if people realize how profitable it is.
Right.
It's going to cause these house prices to go up. People are going to just buy houses on North Shore just to rent it out, and that's what's happening. And what ends up happening with that is the community dies because it just becomes a transient community. Right. Which isn't really a community because no one's, working together to make it a better place. They come in, they do their business, and they get the fuck out of there. Usually that means they're leaving it as trashed. You know what I mean? They're not taking care. They're not respecting the land. They're not really appreciating what Hawaii gives the local people. You know what I mean? The people that live on North Shore and grew up on North Shore and were raised out there, they respect that area. It's a very country kind of vibe out there. People grow their own fruits, you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Buildings aren't more than a couple stories high.
I mean, 2 stories is max.
It's a beach town. Like,
it's
the
a
whole
beach
place
town, yeah.
And there are beautiful homes that are along the shoreline. Like,
I mean,
gorgeous, beautiful homes.
Oh, yeah. The ones
like,
right on the beach are fucking gorgeous. Yeah, they're mansions. And those are the ones that are probably bought up by these corporations. They revamp them, make them pimp, and then they rent them out.
They bought up by corporations, though.
See, so what I was thinking is, the family that started talking about Hau'ula, when they're living, Hau'ula is very out there in the countryside of our island. And it's out in the kind of middle of nowhere. There's nothing really around except a small shopping center and the next couple towns over. They got some shopping centers as well. But if you drive through Hau'ula, there's signs up everywhere to keep the hotels out. They're very anti-hotel. So I think what's ending up happening is they go and they lobby at the Capitol and stuff like that to keep these hotels out.
Right.
And they usually win, and the only hotel on that side is Turtle Bay. There's one hotel on the North Shore, and that's it.
There's like a Hampton Inn, but I think that's owned by the Mormons.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like Kahuku.
And it's not really Hampton Inn quality kind of a place. You're talking about there also is a little hotel next to the Polynesian Cultural Center as well.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah.
It's like a motel. It's
like a motel. Yeah, it's nothing special.
It's like a courtyard.
But
or Days Inn.
They fight to keep these hotels out. So I think what's ending up happening is the hotels will fuck it. We're just gonna buy up these neighborhoods and fucking rent these out like hotels. And I think that's what's ending up happening.
Yeah.
So it's like they're fighting them on one front, but they're getting backdoored on this other end.
Right.
So I think what needs to happen is some definite checks.
Yeah.
People need to be checked. Okay, I have no problem with Airbnb. I had a lot of friends that do good with Airbnb.
I've used it. Yeah.
I got a buddy.
I'm sure many of you have used it.
Yeah. I mean, they rent their extra room out and they help cover their mortgage and stuff. I'm all for that. I think that's a great idea. Same thing with like Uber, rideshare, and all that stuff.
Right.
Hey, we're sharing. We're making some extra money. We're helping everybody. It's helping everybody.
Right.
But when the big corporations come in and they're just renting out the houses like they're like a hotel, it's not putting back into the community, because that family that I was talking about, they're
working there.
They're working in that community.
There,
they're part of that community, and it's helping them be a bigger part.
They're contributing to.
But when there's no family or there's no real person that's a local resident, it's not going back into our community.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just going into the pockets. So there's got to be some definite regulations put into place, and it's gonna have to be done per state. But I think in general, Airbnb should probably be working on some kind of, cookie cutter thing where they can work it out in every state. And each state's going to be a little different. Hawaii, for instance, we're a huge tourism state. We should
have
probably
a shortage
get
of hotels. Like
we do.
The only place you can
hotels
really
are sold out, man.
The only place you can stay in hotels too is Waikiki
or
and
the west side, yeah.
And literally, like, people are like, "Oh, can I?"
Duva.
Deuce.
Why is that so small?
She said for Mo.
For Mo.
Hi, dudes.
Why is that so small?
Did you shrink it down?
No.
So
wasn't even in the right.
That's my frustration with Hawaii is, you're a tourist destination, so maybe you have a couple designated areas where you put a hotel or two, because literally, if you're not in Waikiki or you're not near Ko'olina, which are very expensive resorts, by the way, these places are not cheap.
No, they're not
cheap.
They're
average $250 to $300 a night. So
that's a deal, actually.
That's a deal if you're getting $250 to $300 a night. And there's no hotels on the east side. There's no hotels on the north side of the island. So it's like you have all these. Your biggest economy driver in Hawaii is tourism, right? So if you don't have the infrastructure for tourism, there's gonna be people who decide, hey, I can make money off of this, because people have nowhere to stay. When I have people come to visit me, they're like, "Oh, I want to stay somewhere near you," and I'm like,
"Good luck.
You're staying in my house then, because that's the only thing you can."
Hold on, I want to test this out again because I want to make sure this is.
So, you know, at least when you go to the mainland, like even in the smallest towns, maybe you'll find like a.
No. Okay, why is it coming out really small?
That's really weird. So for me, I agree there should be regulations for it. I wouldn't say do away with Airbnb altogether. I think, like you said, it's a great way to supplement.
It is, dude.
Supplement
it's
your
great.
mortgage. And like they said, housing isn't affordable here, right? So sometimes instead of getting like a roommate or someone who's a permanent fixture in your home all the time, you have someone who comes in. You have someone who comes in and rents your place out for 2 weekends a month, and it covers the mortgage.
Don't mind me. I'm going to test this one more time. Where is it? Why is it so small?
What's up, dudes?
Okay.
So
I think I got
it covers. It helps you cover your mortgage because housing prices are so high here.
Right.
So I don't hate on people who own their homes and they actually rent out a room to people to stay in. Like I agree. Supplement your income. Do what you got to do to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't agree with one person who maybe owns 3 homes, doesn't live in any of them, and is using them for Airbnbs. At that point, you're turning it into a business, and it's an investment, and it's smart. It's actually smart business sense to do things like that.
Hey, Mo.
But if it's at the cost of you driving up the cost of living here and things like that and hurting communities, I'm not for that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like, I think it just happened. I think that Airbnb grew so fast that it just grew unchecked. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people
It's one of those things that.
Yeah. So they gotta just sit down. I think it can be a very good thing for communities, but obviously it's hurting certain communities right now, and it needs to be checked. Overall, I think it's a good thing, though. I think it's a smart idea. Even with Uber, I think it's a smart. Oh God, what is his name? Big Dora fan.
Dora the Explorer.
Jesus, don't you hate when you wipe deep and get flashbacks of your uncle? Jesus,
that's horrible.
Yes,
we are, Morris. We are a long way from the U.S. We are almost 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles to the West Coast. So yeah, and
far.
The Big Island. To answer his question earlier, the Big Island. No, you cannot walk from one end to the other. It is big.
Hey, wait, are we back on? Oh, that's Twitch. Okay, that was
Twitch.
YouTube for a second.
But yeah.
Or Facebook.
Morris asked also, how big is the Big Island? Can you walk from one side to the other? Absolutely not.
You can. It's going to take you a couple days, maybe a week. But you better have... I mean, if Forrest Gump can run across the country, you know...
Cheers to
But
Duva.
let me cheers Duva, thank you so much.
Thank you for the
Cheers
donation.
Duva, thank you.
Cheers Duvs, you're the best.
Just to give you an idea, to drive from Kona side to Hilo side takes about an hour?
It takes all day.
Hour and a half.
No. It's like a good maybe 3-hour drive.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
now
talking
it's a lot faster because they have the road that goes over the mountain.
Right.
They just finished, but
it's good.
No, from like where my grandparents lived up by Volcano on like Curtistown area, all the way to Kona. It was an all day event. It took us all day because we'd have to stop, bathroom break, eat lunch. You know what I mean?
Well, you're doing the loop like around.
Yeah.
Though, right.
So
You're
let me
doing
give
the
you.
outside.
Let me
if
give.
You're going straight beeline from one side to the other.
You're not, but there's no road.
There's no road doing that.
Not back then. Now I think there's a road that kind of goes beeline, but like with a detour.
Okay.
But let me just give you an idea of how big the Big Island is. All of our islands can fit into the Big Island, and there'd still be extra room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Big Island's fucking big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the
and
map,
it's still growing.
It's small.
It's still growing.
It's still growing. There's
Yeah.
still a volcano active there that is growing the island.
It grows a little bit, then it falls off. Little pieces fall off, and it grows some more. Yeah. Queen says, my mom has always wanted to visit the islands. If you can afford to get us there whenever, can I pay you guys to stay at your house?
No problem. We'll set up an Airbnb and you'll be all set.
Yeah, we'll set up an Airbnb. No problem. That's hilarious.
We're pretty accommodating to our friends.
Yeah. Well, I'll at least
It's
get you.
the best
I'll
thing
tell
to
you what.
do.
I'll at least hook you up with some Kama Aina rates at the hotels. We can get you Kama Aina rates, which
Kama
means
Aina
like
rates are
local rates. Yeah.
When Southwest starts flying here, it should be pretty reasonable.
There you
to get
go.
Here, so.
See, but that's the thing. It's still going to be expensive to fly here.
Yeah. So what's your overall
And
take?
it's still they're still gonna have to pay for the fucking hotels, dude. It's expensive.
Like, yeah, Hawaii's not a cheap place to
No.
visit.
I mean, average hotel price in Waikiki, you're probably looking at probably about minimum $250 a night.
Like, we're better off flying to the mainland and going on vacation on the mainland. It's cheaper than actually doing like
Renting,
a
staycation here
in Hawaii.
Yeah.
If we flew to Maui and stayed in a hotel on Maui, it would be way more expensive than if we flew.
Now with your Kama'aina rates,
No,
it'd be
it is.
No,
It is.
no.
because we just went to LA and we were paying almost $200 a night too. It was like $185 a night.
Okay, but the flight might be cheaper.
Yeah.
Nah, it's.
I mean,
not.
we're
It's
still
not.
paying.
Inter-island flights are not.
I mean, in round trip we paid about $400 or $500 for our flights.
Yeah, no.
Which is-
Inter-island's like 170,
Yeah.
150, 160.
Dude, actually, Danielle, she works on the outer islands. Dude, she paid $300, $400 for a round trip inter-island.
Yeah, and that if you get them at the wrong time or you're getting them last minute,
Yeah, dude.
they're just as much as.
Well, because there's only one airline that flies inter-island here, and it's
all
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
It's a monopoly,
Hawaiian,
dude.
yeah.
It's fucked up. It's really fucked up. But I heard there's an airline. They're working on an airline, a new one. The old Aloha people are trying to open up a new inter-island
We've seen
one.
how that happened. Aloha failed. Island Air failed.
Well, the Mokulele, all that stuff.
Mokulele,
Because you know what? First of all, their marketing was terrible.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't realize that they were there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not cheap to start an airline.
Oh, no shit, dude. It's not.
And now Hawaiian's getting these fancy new Boeing planes
Yeah,
and shit.
so you can lay
the
flat
Airbus
and all
shit.
that shit. Yeah.
So they're one of the biggest I think they're in the top 10 for airlines.
Where's Choizilla when you need her? We can
Yeah, I
we can
know.
ask her all
We
these
could ask her
questions
that.
right now. Yeah. If you guys can get us there, how much would you charge a night? If I can get us there, how much would you charge a night? I don't have enough room for your family to stay at my place, but like I said, we can get you Kama'aina rates at hotels. We can look around. We'll let you know.
Yeah, we have a little tiny 2-bedroom
Yeah.
apartment too, Queen. But I'm sure we could probably definitely hook you
This
up with
isn't real, Queen.
This
this isn't real. We don't live here.
This right here.
Yeah.
$300, $400 a night.
Oh,
this
you
right
want this
here,
view?
$500 a night.
Yeah.
This right here.
You want to be up over there? That's the
yeah.
penthouse. That's where we had Chris's bachelor party. Sorry,
See,
Mo.
hold
Close
on,
your
hold on.
ears. Wait.
Where's the Prince Kuhio? Where is that at?
We're in it. We're in it.
We're in the. Yeah.
We're in it. Yeah. But yeah, Chris's. What's up, Race? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, Chris's bachelor party. That was a good price for. But we got the penthouse. It was worth it.
Yeah. It was a nice room.
But that was
That was for one night, though.
for one night. That was about $800.
Yeah.
But
There you
that's cheap for a penthouse.
Well, it was a big room.
That was the
It a
cheapest
big
penthouse
room.
in Waikiki. I looked
Yeah.
at all. I called about all of them.
And that was at Aston, right? Aston,
No, that was
or-
at the Hyatt.
Oh, Hyatt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hyatt.
In fact, I even had Zach try to hook us up, and he's like, "Dude, I can't hook you up with that." I was like, "That's all right. We got this."
I got good friends.
Yeah, we took care of it, bro. We had that on lock. What did you do for your bachelorette party, Mo? Did you see Dong?
I can't tell.
Yeah, other than that,
Top secret.
same here. We won't disclose what happened in the events.
All the cocaine and all the hookers. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We're good boys. We just did church Bible verses.
Yeah, we sat in a prayer circle.
We did Kumbaya.
Tony brought his acoustic guitar.
We made s'mores. We had a campfire in the hotel room.
And we scrapbooked.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
And drank mimosas.
There you go. Scrapbooking, mimosas, kumbaya, and s'mores. Best bachelor and bachelorette parties you could ask for.
Queen by all means, like.
Hey, we'll point you in the right direction, but we don't have any place for you to stay,
we'll help you
unfortunately,
out,
Queen.
but
But we'll kick it. We'll smoke some weed with you.
We'll hang out with you. We'll show you the sights and take you around.
We'll go to Chris's bar, we'll get some beers. We'll go take some bong rips at my house.
There you go.
But yeah, let us know. Private message us. We'll figure something out. We'll help you out.
So overall, how do you feel about this?
I mean, honestly,
maybe it just needs to be a little more regulated.
I think they just need to tighten it up,
Yeah.
and I think it'll be fine. Don't let
who's
don't let
renting out
people
these
take
Airbnbs.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't let it be like you can't have more than like one property that you're doing it with.
I think Airbnb needs to regulate on their side. You get one property per person.
Well, if the state says this is how it's going to be, Airbnb has to fall in line with it, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So I think it's on Hawaii, on the legislature in Hawaii to be like, hey, okay, if you're going to do an Airbnb, you can only own like
you
two
can only run
properties
one
max,
one
maybe, or you can only own
maybe
one.
two. Yeah, maybe two.
Maybe you own like your personal residence
and then
one
vacation
rental or whatever. Because people have vacation homes.
Yeah,
here
people
and stuff
do.
like that, or beach houses or whatever.
Timeshares.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's a fucking racket right there. It's fucking timeshares.
I think you should have to live here. You have to be living on the island.
Yeah. You have to be a resident of Hawaii,
which I think would be the biggest hurdle. It has to be a person who's like working here, living here,
and not the owner has to be a resident of Hawaii, not the caregiver. I don't need you to hire a management company. You know what I mean? We can all do that. That's what slumlords do. You know what I mean? We don't want that kind of fucking set.
There's ways
whatever
of
the fuck I'm
regulating
trying to say.
There's ways of regulating it. For
also, when the family was saying that they had put an offering on a house and a company came in and offered cash and snatched it out from under them. Again,
that's irrelevant.
I think that's fucked up. Like, if someone's coming in from out of state, I think the local buyer should get precedence over an out of state buyer. A Hawaii resident should get precedence over an out of state buyer, regardless of if they're offering cash or what.
If it's their main residence, then I don't know if I agree with that.
What do you mean?
Like, if it's a residence they're actually living in. Like, say they're coming in.
Yeah, so let's say you and Monica are trying to buy a house.
Like, say we're moving back from Vegas.
No.
And we're residents.
No, yeah, if they're moving to Hawaii, that's one thing. If they can prove that.
I'm saying if it's their primary residence, then I say that has to go to the system.
If they're moving to Hawaii.
Yeah.
If they're moving to Hawaii and buying a house, fine, I get that.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, if you and Monica were trying to buy a house, you guys have an offer in, and all of a sudden Hilton Corporation from California comes in and says, we'll give you guys cash for $100 whatever over what they're offering.
Right.
Sorry, you're not a local resident. You're not. There could be probably an application to, like, hey, I'm moving to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I'm applying to purchase a house. Then that's one thing. You know what I mean? They could put something like that in there. Where, like, hey, I'm moving to Hawaii. This time I'm looking to buy a house. Then fine, no problem. But you got to be moving here. Not I live in California, I have extra money, I'm going to buy this vacation rental, and I'm going to rent it out and just make money, profit off of it.
Cash is always king, though.
I understand that. But there's got to be some kind of regulation.
But it can't just be...
Because if not, these companies are just going to buy houses out from all these residents.
They can do that anywhere in the U.S., though. You know what I mean?
Right, but they can't do it for profit. Now they're turning it into Airbnb.
Right.
A corporation... First of all, a corporation shouldn't be able to buy in a residential area anyway. Okay. I think. Like, why does a corporation need to buy a house in a residential area? Right. You know what I mean? If they do, then you got to have some kind of special application that's like, okay, we're buying it for this reason.
Yeah.
You know, it's lodging for clients or whatever. You know what I mean? But if a corporation comes in and steals a house out from a family, that's fucked up. That's not right.
I agree.
But it is a capitalistic.
Yeah, like I said, if it's your primary residence, then I'd be like, hey, sorry, buddy, you're shit out of luck. Because
that's a family. That's a family buying it from another another family. I'm talking about a business.
Right, businesses are. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Because you can easily look at the guy and be like, okay, what does this guy do? Okay, he owns 6 houses and he rents them out. You can, you know what I mean?
Right.
When they do your credit check when you go to buy a house, they can tell how many houses you own.
Right. Yeah,
it's obvious.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my 2 cents. I think it just needs to be regulated. I think it's a good thing, but it could be bad. So regulate it and just make it positive, man.
Yeah.
Keep those positive vibes, bro.
I'm all for keeping like Hawaii in the hands of local people.
Oh,
like, keeping housing here. Like, I don't like when private investors come in from China or wherever else or some. Whatever, they have a lot of money and they come in with cash and then they just buy up a place and then it's vacant.
Now, if it's an industrial area, that's one thing. Yeah. You want to buy up industrial land?
Well, if you're buying industrial land, you're making a business, which is a different. Residential shouldn't be used for business. You're talking about...
No. I'm talking about if they want to buy... Like a China company comes in and they want to buy commercial land, by all means, go buy the commercial land.
Yeah, because it's for business. It's
right,
for commercial purposes.
Again, they shouldn't be being able to buy residential properties.
Residential is different. Yeah, residential should be different.
It's zoned.
Yeah.
It's zoned, motherfuckers.
But it happens all the time.
And again, maybe they just make it where it's like you got to get a special permit to run an Airbnb. You know what I mean?
There's some places that benefit from businesses or corporations doing that. There's some places where the housing market is stagnant. You know, home prices are low. Vegas was in that position for a long time, and you know,
yeah,
it's
but
a good thing.
corporations weren't buying up neighborhoods.
Well, I mean,
It's
look at
not
what
like
Tony Hsieh did with Zappos, and he bought up all of downtown.
Yeah, but
Like,
that's businesses.
He bought residential businesses and commercial businesses, and he turned that into a giant business sector. That's what he did, and you know, and that's
Yeah, but
what I'm saying.
he bought it all up, probably knocked down a bunch of shit and rebuilt it, right?
Vegas had the
So
highest.
they probably rezoned.
Yeah, Vegas had the highest foreclosure rate in the nation at the time.
I remember our neighborhood.
The economy
there was like 3 houses on our whole
yeah.
street that had people living in
The
it.
economy was horrible. You know, houses were going into foreclosure all over the place.
What's up, baby Jake 28?
When you're buying that area to revitalize it and create it into a job hub and create something new, and there's instances where I think it's okay, where it's like, I mean, look at Detroit. Like, come on, man. Like, there could be a bunch of places that someone could buy up in there and ramp it or renovate it. And
yeah.
So I don't think it's bad in all instances. Sometimes that needs to happen in order for something to change. But Hawaii's just, it doesn't need to change. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what we love about Hawaii, is the way it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're a bunch of old fogies when it comes to that. It's
Yeah.
like, keep Hawaii, Hawaii, or keep country, country. And
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
aren't banks corporations? Yes. So I mean, they own your mortgage, but they don't buy the homes. They buy it with low risk, right? So a mortgage is you're paying them to pay for what you can't afford.
Sorry, keep going.
So yes, you're correct. But banks are a little different because they're not buying homes to start businesses. They're buying homes because they have someone paying them for it. I guess it is a business, but got a question for you. It's thought provoking. Go ahead, baby Jake 28. Let's hear what you got to say. Oh, is this this message is being held for review, and no, I'm not gonna post that.
What did it say? Oh, uh-oh.
Who posted that?
Um.
Oh, big Dora fan. Guess what? You're banned.
Uh-oh, someone got banned. Someone got banned. Chris banned somebody. Big Dora fan got banned. I just posted on our Facebook that, hey, we're sorry our stream got killed because of some video we played, but check us out on YouTube and Twitch TV. Fuck Facebook, dude. I'm so sick of them. Boom, banned. You're banned, bro.
See ya.
Fuck you.
Hey, Big Dora.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
take a pee break. and
Wait.
I'll be back.
Why don't we just let's this up? We're almost
yeah,
done.
I've been talking about it. Go ahead. You finish up. What I kind of said what I had to say.
No, I mean let's wrap up the show.
Oh wait.
Oh, are we at the end
Before-
already?
Yeah,
Or what?
we're pretty much done.
Well, before we go off, I want to tell you guys. I was talking to Chris about this earlier.
Okay.
So, have you guys heard of the new dating app that's going to be coming out?
No, what's it called?
It's called the Yeezy Dating Site. So, what it is, it's a dating app for fans of Kanye West. And the way that they actually match people is based on their favorite Kanye song.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Talk about fucking divorce. Well, I liked College Dropout. Well, I liked fucking. Can't even name another fucking.
I was like
Kanye song.
flashing lights,
Lights. Divorce.
Flashing,
Divorce.
flash.
Divorce.
lights.
So yeah, so you can sign up now, and then it's set to release.
Morris says Jesus.
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 It says, FYI, if you're a Swiftie, aka a Taylor Swift fan, you are not allowed to join.
Swifty.
There's an actual official clause forbidding you from doing so.
I got two things to say to Kanye. For your first couple CDs,
Thank you.
That was Wabi.
for the rest of your fucking career,
Fuck you.
And that's where I'm going to leave it.
He's a Trump supporter, though, isn't he?
He met with Trump.
Did you ever see the Dear White Guys video? Did I ever show you that?
Dear White Guys?
Yeah, the MTV video that they put out like.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
2017
Fuck that shit,
or whatever.
First of
I
all,
was like, y'all can have Kanye though. We don't need him no more. It's like, come on, man. What did you? Are you really just like giving us a black person to make us feel better?
This isn't the racial
what?
draft.
Like,
this isn't fucking. There's a Chappelle show.
Dude.
Thought you guys might enjoy that.
It's like,
I don't know, man.
He lost his black card now.
He got his black card got revoked.
God.
I don't know. Well, we covered a lot of shit tonight. A lot of stuff going on. I think we hit it pretty much all.
If you come to Hawaii, like by all means, don't feel bad using an Airbnb. But
no, dude. If any of our viewers come to Hawaii, please let us know. Hit us up. We'll kick it with you. We'll have a beer with you.
It's not cheap to come here either.
It's
and
not.
We understand.
Yeah.
And yeah, and we love to hang out with you and
definitely
get a beer and
yeah, shoot the shit.
We'll take you some. The best thing about coming back to Hawaii, I think every Hawaiian would agree, is the food.
The food, bro.
Always
we have
the
the best food in the world.
It's
Philippines got pretty good food too.
Yeah,
I do love Filipino food. So when I go to Philippines, I pig out.
But be ready to fucking eat.
Oh yeah, if you're coming to Hawaii, be ready to eat. That's our number. Besides the beauty of our island, the food is the next best thing in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the food. I'm hungry. I'm fucking hungry.
You didn't
now.
eat much tonight, did you?
No, I did not.
That's why I want to end the show.
Oh man,
I'm about to go to Zippy's.
I'm about to go to Zippy's and get some chicken katsu. That's wabi for you.
Pancake challenge. Thank you. Spaghetti and katsu. Worst katsu.
Worst katsu on the island.
Don't get Zippy's. Oh
Zippy's katsu is not where it's at. No, not where it's at.
Bland as fuck. Get
It's
the
just
Korean
like,
chicken.
You know what it is? You just liked it because it's very simple. It's a very simple katsu.
Yeah.
I like the katsu that's like beat up, looks gnarly, and then you just
greasy as fuck.
Oh yeah, dude. I used to have this Korean restaurant right by where I worked. They had the best katsu, but they closed up shop. The guy was giving away too much free lunches. People were coming in. Dude, fucking Solis always come in like, oops, I forgot my wallet. Like, and he'd always be nice, dude. His name was Calvin. He was always, don't worry, give me next time. Those fuckers would never come in fucking and pay him back, dude.
I'd be like,
I forgot my wallet once, and I went in the next day, ordered another plate, and paid him back for the plate I previously ordered.
Man, you can't be running a business if you're gonna give shit away for free.
No, you can't,
dude.
man. And especially in Hawaii, dude. Every penny fucking counts. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Every penny.
You think housing is expensive?
Hell.
Try running a business here.
Fuck. It's beautiful, but it's fucking hard, bro.
And that's the whole reason this video was made in the first place.
Yeah.
Is because, dude, we can tell you how to rent a place. It's fucking ridiculous,
dude. I rent from my dad, and
if
it's
you
fucking
own a
ridiculous.
place,
He's a slumlord. Nah, I actually live in a really nice place, but.
But the conditions, the windows are painted shut.
Yeah.
The air conditioner doesn't work. We have a piece of cardboard in between the room that separates us. Bunk beds.
Hey, Japanese call that a wall. They got paper walls in Japan, bro.
We actually, I wanted to start a Netflix little thing where we could do a little review
So
on
I'm
some
down to
shows
do
we're
that.
watching.
I'm down to do like a movie review or a show review, but I think what would benefit us is if we started from the classics. We went back. If we go back and we start watching stuff like Casablanca, and then we do a review from that, and then build up to current day.
I'd rather do current stuff because Netflix has like new things coming out like every week.
Yeah, but
if there's like a show, like we just caught a show this week. What was it called? The one with the landlord. We speaking of slumlords.
Mm-hmm.
It was slumlords and nightmare tenants and slumlords.
Yeah.
Is it like a reality show?
Yeah, and it's based in the UK.
It's a documentary.
Morris would probably recognize a lot of the places
because my apartment.
But it's basically like these nightmare tenants who like don't pay their rent and then they refuse to move out, and then you have to go through a whole court proceeding.
Yeah, because you gotta like do
out.
certain things to get them evicted.
And then the bailiffs have to show up and kick them out of the house and things like
funny.
that. Or it's like slumlords who are renting their 4-bedroom apartment above a fucking a gas station, like and they split all the rooms up and they put like bunk beds, and there's like 16 people living in this like 4-bedroom house.
Hey man, times are tough.
And there's like
who's living in the house?
Mold on the walls, and there's like and it's fascinating. It's fascinating to
Dude,
watch this stuff.
Nate them are obsessed with my 600-pound life, dude.
600-pound life.
I can't eat. Like, and I'm always trying to eat, and they're always watching this, and it's just disgusting. Like,
we're not on
now I'm just like, dude, I don't even want to eat. I don't want to end up like that guy.
We're not on that level. We,
No.
I don't get. I mean, hey,
and then they show him like cutting them open and like taking parts off. I'm like, oh, I can't watch this.
No.
I mean, it is fascinating though, but I can't do it. If you guys ever in my area, hit me up. If I can ever go over there, I'd appreciate the local rate. You got it, girl. No worries.
We'll keep it. They come around and rate. Book early. That's the best advice I could give you.
We'll chat it up.
What was another Netflix show we watched that we got sucked
I mean, there's very good shows, but to do one like a weekly basis review, there's a lot of shitty shows too.
I mean, maybe not
I don't
want to
watch the shitty ones, you know.
Maybe not a review, just what I watched this week and what you think of it. Like, have you watched Glow yet? I've been wanting to watch that. That's
no,
with
so
Paul
actually,
Rudd.
right now I'm stuck on HBO now. I'm watching. I'm on season 3 of Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah,
pretty good. Not. It's nothing. It's not Game of Thrones or Sons of Anarchy kind of series, but it's interesting. They got Capone in there and Lucky Luciano. You know what I mean? All these characters, and it's interesting.
Well, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend just came out with a new season, which I got sucked in that show because of her. But it's actually a pretty funny show. But she says
it's funny. It's just a lot of singing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a musical thing. It's kind of weird. And then there was
It's pretty crass though. Like it's like there's it's pretty. It's definitely
it's
like adult.
Borderline psychotic chick.
I mean, I think we could definitely work in some kind of
work
in some kind of review segment.
The new
We'll
season
figure
of
it out.
Love came out too.
You know what I was?
Have you ever watched Love? That's a really good show too.
I have not, but I have an idea with this other green screen we got.
What's that?
I want to start doing like on the scene live report, and then have one of our buddies like doing a live report.
Oh, what's that guy with the?
Because we can set
he
down
has autism or something. He does the like weather reports.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? Frankie.
Oh yeah,
Frankie.
Dude, Frankie Fresh.
There's a storm coming to Hawaii.
Yeah.
No.
I love that guy. I follow that guy on Instagram. He's funny, dude.
That's awesome.
This is Frankie. Yeah, you just
Make sure you're batting down all your windows.
But yeah, we're gonna be working on some new content. We're gonna be working on some new segments. We'll get Choizilla involved once in a while, see what she's up to.
Sure.
I really want to do more guests, dude. I had a great time with K-Bong, great time with Choizilla, great time with Braxton.
That's where it's at.
So we gotta start bringing in some more guests. So we'll start making some friends and bringing them in.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you guys got suggestions out there, stuff you guys want to see, please always leave us a comment. Shoot us over a DM on Instagram. We're always checking that stuff. So
the Skype calls were fun too.
Skype calls are fun.
And I'm gonna put a little time into Discord and see if we can get that working and seeing if we can do like calls over the Discord and stuff like that.
Right on. And our goal, I think, for next year would be to get us a dedicated stream computer, and we're gonna be able to do some capture card stuff after that, and be able to do a lot more. We got a lot of cool stuff going on now, but I think we can do a lot more, and we're working on that. So
I kind of want to do a little gaming stream too. I'm popping this on you now, but
he's popping this on me.
But since you came up with a new gaming screen, which we game stream usually on the weekends, like we try to, but it doesn't always work out. But usually it's on Saturdays. But Amazon now it gives you get free games with your Amazon Prime subscription on Twitch, so you get like 5 free games a month.
Oh, really?
So like I kind of want to, if I got extra time,
start venturing out from PUBG.
If I got extra time, yeah, I would like to maybe do like a little. A lot of the games are not like crazy.
Dude, you know,
like
I'm really set on the retro gaming systems.
Yeah,
I want to start bringing the retro gaming back, dude.
And the retro gaming would be fun.
Dude, I'm telling you, we could have Street Fighter. We could have Street Fighter tournaments. We could have fucking Mario Kart. Dude, I'm telling you, Super Smash Brother jams.
Right. Instead of playing PUBG, maybe we do a little like tournament style
I'm
thing
down. But yeah, let's start looking at. We're gonna be looking into a lot of other stuff. We're gonna be doing some stuff. We'll start structuring the podcast a little better, and maybe get this thing burning.
Schedules, but we'll see if we can figure all this out.
But we do it for you guys, and we appreciate you guys tuning in, and we have a lot of fun doing it, and hopefully we entertain you guys somewhat. So Yeah.
And again, 8-hour stream on the 14th.
Don't
April.
forget
Tune
it.
in.
We're going to be sumo wrestling.
We'll give you guys an official time probably next week when we sort this whole thing out.
Yep.
But, yeah, we'll be glad to have you guys on there. And, yeah, Rocket League would be fun, too. I keep trying to get this guy on Rocket League. And
Dude, I used to play that shit when I was like
PUBG.
a kid, bro.
Rocket League?
Yeah.
No.
I had that shit on my
It wasn't
Xbox.
out when you were a kid.
I had that shit on my Xbox 360. Well, maybe not a kid, but younger than
You
what
sure
I
you're
am
not
now.
thinking of,
No, Rocket League, the cars with the soccer ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know Rocket League.
All right.
I'll fuck you up in Rocket League, bro. You can't touch this.
But yeah, we want to do a little retro. We want to be able to do a little retro thing too. We want to bring it back because that's the games we grew up with.
Dude, I want to do it. I want to do. You know what we should do for the whole 8-hour stream is just try to beat Super Mario, the original, on.
We had friends that were good at Super Mario 3. They could beat it out in like 3 years. They could beat it out.
Morris said it's only been out 3 years. I swear to God, I played that game fucking longer than 3 years ago.
No, he's a liar, Morris.
I have that shit on my Xbox.
Just a fucking liar, Timmy.
Just a fucking liar, Timmy. Dude, you came on my mom. That was just on I think FX right now.
You're a god.
Yeah. Oh, good movies, dude.
All right, it's a little early, but I think we're gonna wrap it up for tonight.
You know, we're trying to dial it in to about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and we're right there. We're about 2 hours 15 minutes. We like doing the long streams. If we got stuff to talk about, we'll go long.
Yeah,
I have no problem with
guest
that.
on or something like that.
No
too.
problem.
For sure, we'll go. A little
But we want to make these where you guys can actually watch the whole thing and not take up a whole day doing it.
Yeah. Well, these Twitch guys go for like 6. Like I think I watched.
Should we do one more to close the show?
We can do one more to close the show.
We'll do one more to close the show.
So hey guys, pour yourself a shot. Doing up with us.
Yes.
If you haven't got a shot,
Two more guys.
Put up your
guys. This is the episode 50.
Put up your fruit punch. It doesn't matter.
This is episode 50, guys.
Episode 50.
Crazy. We've been doing this for almost a full year.
Almost a year.
2 more weeks. It's a full year, and then we got our. Well, you guys actually have your wedding anniversary coming up. Congratulations.
We do.
Is that 2 years? 3 years? 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
2 años.
2 años. Más por favor.
Yeah. And how far we've come.
And how far we've come. You know what's kind of funny is I was looking at our old. So I was going through our old like stuff to try to get clips to send to the Daily High Club people.
Yeah.
We've come a long way on the show, man.
Yeah.
From my shitty like little room to the brown curtains to the fucking beautiful hotel room we live in now. Got Chris all choked up.
To Ebola.
Oh, excuse me.
Do you know the queen?
But cheers, man, to 50 episodes. It's been fun.
To 50 episodes.
To everyone that's helped us get here, thank you.
To viewers like you.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, Street Fighter. That's what I'm talking about. Street Fighter, Mario Kart, Mortal Kombat, Super Smash Brothers. I want to play it all in here.
We'll get Morris on Rocket League with us. We'll do a 3-man team. I already got it installed. Tony, I'm just waiting on Tony.
I mean, I used to play just one-on-one.
Do you still have your 360 controller? You can get one of those things that have your 360 controller.
Somewhere.
Anyway,
guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We love you guys so much. And it's episode 50, man. Fuck. That's crazy.
Remember, you can catch us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Hawaiian time, 11 p.m. Pacific time. You can follow us on Instagram at Inappropriate Bar Talk and on Twitter at IBT Podcast. Tune in for the live show April 14th. It's going to go crazy. Boats and hose.
Boats
all that
and
good stuff.
hose.
But until next time, we want to thank you guys for watching. My name's Chris.
And I'm fucking Tony.
And we'll see you guys again next week.
Peace and aloha.